Hello, guys and gals, and welcome back to the operating theater. I am your lead physician for the evening, Dr.JWolfenstein. Do forgive the very few of my assistants here today. They will be funneling in as they arrive, but I wanted to start a little bit early to get some of these announcements out of the way. First and foremost, we have a exciting update from the folks over at D&D Beyond, very specifically in regards to new playtest. So, as new playtest for 1D&D comes out ahead, about a year and a half or so ahead of the planned core rulebooks, we are getting some new features and some new ideas. The first, well, not new ideas, but a refreshing of the old ideas. And an old idea that is coming back and that is promising to be very interesting is the class grouping. Now, what do you mean? Well, back in 2nd edition, as well as a little bit in 3rd edition, you had feats, spells, magic items that affected groups of classes, not just one. So whenever a Hat of Wizardry, for instance, says it requires attunement by a wizard, instead, that used to be, requires attunement by any spell-casting class, or spellcaster class. And they have decided to kick things off with the experts, being the expert classes. The expert classes consist of Rogue, Bard, and Ranger. And from my understanding, Artificer might also make an appearance here. So what does that mean? Well, in future D&D content, they're going to introduce feats, magic items, spells, and other abilities that have the feature or the prerequisite of expert class group to apply. Also, all expertise, according to them, will just gain expertise. Now, Rangers, Rogues, and Bards gain expertise because they are experts. They are good at doing their thing. I'm actually a huge fan of this idea because it allows them, for an ever-evolving game, to simply add a prerequisite like, hey, this feat can only be taken by members of the expert class. Well, now it applies to any and all future classes, current classes, or any class that happens to have the tag expert. It'll be fun.
I'm kind of excited for that because Ranger really needed something like expertise. The other three got it in one way or one shape or form.
I was going to say Rangers and Tasha's get expertise.
Oh, they do? Congratulations, Ranger!
Yeah. Rangers right now are actually in a really good place with Tasha's. If you use Tasha's, they get expertise at level 1. They get spellcasting, of course, at level 2. They get new features that let them do more damage. They kind of took the place of fighters. Like, they became a better damage dealer.
That's right. Suck it, fighters!
Yeah, fighters are now the ones who I feel need the love.
No, absolutely not. They can spend another 20 years being shit like Rangers were. Sorry, that's my Ranger love and the hate at D&D.
Well, I mean, Rangers got a lot at level 1 with Tasha's. Like, people kind of forget. Like, I think they're really in a good place now. Now, still, some of the subclasses are still broken, obviously, but frankly, so is the champion fighter, if you ask me. But it's not very good.
Thank you for segueing right into that, because they have also announced that with these new class groupings, they are planning to redo a lot of the old subclasses and introduce brand new ones. A total of 48 subclasses changed or added to the impressive roster that they already have over the next
I hope we actually get your grappler, Callie.
No, they've already made some bad changes for grappling, so I already see it getting killed.
Well, funny enough, you should bring that up, because speaking of bad changes, please make sure that when you do these playtests for 1D&D, you are filling out that survey, because, and drumroll please, their terrible decision about crits has been walked back, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, we told them it was a bad idea, and they actually listened. So, in this new iteration, in this brand new playtest coming out, critical hits will function as normal. There will not be any of the chicanery or the changes. This means that the nerfing of Assassin was reversed. The nerfing to Smite was reversed. The removing monsters can't crit was reversed. All of the bad ideas that changing the crit system was, and to be honest, it was really terrible ideas.
I don't know. I really like the magic one.
Or you can't crit
That's a
with
buff.
magic.
Yeah.
Yes, but now everybody can crit again. And yes, you have an issue with magic casters. It's okay.
Well, no. I mean, math has problems with casters.
Well,
We
that
talked
doesn't
about
mean
this.
you need to nerf anybody. You just need to buff everybody else.
Yeah, and if Wizards actually does that, I agree. I highly doubt it. I don't trust them to fix their own game. But here's their tip.
Well, thankfully, listening to our feedback is not them fixing their own game. It's us fixing their game. And they have already proven that they are willing to walk bad decisions backwards. So, going forward, what they have said is that every new iteration of the playtest material for 1D&D will replace the old rule set. So, for instance, in this new playtest coming out, all of the rule sets that are in that playtest shall reverse the rules of the previous playtest. Not all the features, just a lot of the rules. And it's up to you as DMs who are running it to examine it, implement it, playtest it, and see how you feel about it. And make sure that you fill out that survey. Make sure that you're filling it out, and make sure you're filling it out completely, and be brutally honest with them. They need to know, because if they're planning to make a D&D Beyond and a 1D&D for everyone, then they need to understand that we are the voice, and we are the ones who are paying and playing, so we expect it to be our way. Over 40,000 people filled out the survey of last playtest. I know I was one of them. And absolutely destroyed them on several features. But others I liked. And they are also implementing a new way of gaining inspiration. So, unlike the last set of inspiration rules, they are kind of playtesting inspiration rules because they want to give people more inspiration. They're just testing how to do that. So this current iteration that is coming out, they are saying that they will give out inspiration when you roll a natural 1 instead of a natural 20. So failure does prove to be beneficial. As the old adage goes, you learn more from failure than success.
Ah, they're going with a fail forward method.
Indeed.
I actually like that. Fail forward's always fun.
Yeah, that might be nice, considering inspiration just kind of forgotten sometimes.
Well, that's kind of my main problem is now that they're adding more and more ways to get inspiration. It's gonna be what's the right way to play it? I'm trying to find a good way to word it. Getting people to use it more often instead of hold on to it. Like I sadly got rewarded inspiration even just our last session, and I already had it because you generally save it for the big moment. I wish they'd give you like a little pool of them you could use, but
yeah, more than like the single, or you could like cap it at half your level or something.
yeah, proficiency bonus. Just do it like it would do everything else right now.
Proficiency bonus.
Yeah, exactly. That's how they've been running the game.
That's certainly an idea that you can put forward in the next feedback survey. I'm probably going to put that idea forward too, because as a DM, I reward a lot of inspiration.
I'm aware you do. It's just not. You're the exception with that I found.
I really am. But one thing that I like to do with inspiration is when I tell a joke or make a reference, or people have great roleplay moments, or even just are brilliant tactically speaking, like they have done in this game. I like to reward creativity as best I can, and the easiest and most fair way to do that, while not breaking the game and keeping it mostly balanced, is awarding that extra little bit of inspiration. And again, in inspiration, it can be used to reroll an attack, a saving throw. I even, under certain circumstances, allow party members to share inspiration between each other. If I find it a reasonable thing, or it's kind of like the help action If I think there's a reasonable way that you could assist or add your inspiration to them, of course I'm gonna let them share it. Depending on the bosses and depending on the fight, I may let you impose a disadvantage on your enemies. Or in roleplay moments and roleplay settings, I will allow an inspiration to be an auto success. For instance, say you're haggling with a shopkeeper and you just really don't want to go through the haggling process. Well, I will allow a modest success, which means you may not get the 100 gold sword for 10 gold pieces, but it's not unreasonable to assume you'll get it for 50. Or even, less. But ultimately speaking, 1D&D is proving to be something that, so far, is going to be positive because they are willing to listen to feedback and our view of the game. So I'm excited to share that news. You will be seeing a lot of the new playtests when it comes out. I will be bringing as much of it as I feel is appropriate in. My players will know and will get a notification ahead of time that I am doing this. So that way you guys can see it playtested live, for good or for ill. Now, on to the other bit of news. For those of you who love Pokemon and love Dungeons and Dragons, I highly recommend the Harper region. As you can see on your screen currently is my Harper region character and information. I am Ryo Netagawa on Harper region. I have used that tag since I was a teenager, because Case Closed was like one of my favorite animes when I was a kid, and I always love Ryo, just RYO, just because it's simple and short and sweet. But I never had a last name for the guy, so I went to Case Closed. But in Harper region, you create a character. One can be one of several classes. You can be a rogue, a guardian, or a handler. Guardians are basically knights or the police force. Handlers are just your everyday Joe Schmo, and rogues are your thievy kind of people. In the rogues, you have order. Basically, you're belonging to the Team Rocket equivalent here in Harper region. Or you're just a general guy, just doing your general guy roguery things. Well, I picked a rogue for Walter. He's not a law-abiding citizen, but he's not out here, stealing all the Pokemon. You also get aptitudes, things that your character is good at. For instance, my character has 3 high aptitudes: pickpocketing, thieving, general rogue, and lockpicking. You also have your average aptitudes between 4 and 6, of observancy/perception, weapon proficiency in daggers, and Pokemon handling. These are skills that your character has a noticeable skill in. This means that you're better than everybody else at Pokemon handling, or at least better than the average Joe. I'm better than the average Joe with knife, so if me and some rando on the street get in a knife fight, Walter's going to be the one walking away. Ultimately speaking, it is determined based on your writing skill as well as what you choose to put your aptitude in. A general appearance, usually 2 paragraphs. I like to do the physical description paragraph and the clothing description paragraph. Distinguishing features, basically anything that makes your character pop, as it were. And then an overall personality. I like to go with just general personality and then how I treat Pokemon personality, as well as strengths, dreams, weaknesses, and fears. And of course your history. For a rogue, your history must also include... that is not accurate at all. I will not tell you inaccurate information if I can avoid it. But your history is how your character came to be. Now, when you're applying an application to join Harper Region, you're expected to provide an RP sample. Basically, how they are going to view you when you start writing in the game and having fun. In that RP sample, if you're a rogue, you're supposed to include how you illegally obtained your starting gear. You can inherit some of it. For instance, Walter had a father who stole his stole his first set of knives for him and gave it to him as a birthday present. Stolen knives are still stolen, even if you give them away to somebody. And so that was kind of fun. And then I roleplayed how he got the rest of his stuff, including his starter Pokemon and the egg that he started the game with. Also, any items that you collect, as well as money, weapons, armor, are all listed on your character sheet. You also get berries and can find TMs or HMs, as well as any missions you might have. They then set up your party Pokemon for you, and no, this isn't like regular Pokemon where your Pokemon only knows 4 moves. That's dumb. Your Pokemon will know all of the TM type that your Pokemon is. So for instance, my Velis here, my Blitzel, knows all electric attacks that it can learn while being a Blitzel. However, it will only unlock other attacks as it levels up. My Blitzel is currently sitting at level 17. This is true for all Pokemon, even normal type Pokemon, or Pokemon with dual typing. You get to pick which TM group your Pokemon learns. It's a fun way to keep things balanced and fair. As you can see, my Walter has several Pokemon, as well as a mysterious egg that can hatch mysteriously. I don't know what the conditions are, but I'm looking forward to trying to hatch it. And then something fun I do is, because you can write your Pokemon as having personalities, I also do that. All my Pokemon have their own little post, as you can see. Set, my Zangoose, and Anansi, my Joltik, and then of course Eton, my Furret. My Furret has a little paragraph about her personalities, as well as some things she's done in the storyline so far. Some of my
Zangoose sassy as fuck.
Yep. Oh, my Zangoose is power hungry. I just haven't updated his post yet, but my Zangoose wants to be strong because he was not exactly treated well by where I got him. He was left in the Pokemon Adoption Center, and
he wants to beat a motherfucker up. Got
pretty
it.
much. He wants to beat up everybody and not get beat up himself. Perfect for a rogue's Pokemon, I like to think.
To train his hands to be rated E.
Yep. His claws are going to be E for everyone. Everybody can get these claws. But alas, it is a fun way to play both Pokemon and D&D at the same time. Not to mention the fact that it's a text-based RPG forum, which are few and far between, but are still some of my favorite ways to roleplay. But without further ado, I have 3 players, so let's go ahead and get started. So when last we left off, our brilliant people had just finished dispatching a number of these baby tunnelers, and in so doing have incurred the wrath and attention of the Big Mama. However, they are still near the rocky quarry, and can still either try to flee, or they can simply get ready for the fight ahead. So, of the people who are here, I would like to hear some thoughts.
Let's fuck it up.
Azorlin.
I'm deciding.
I can also befriend it if anyone cares.
I mean, you're.
Can we try befriending first?
Sure. Power of friendship ending. I'm okay with a power of friendship ending.
1 second, but if it turns into a fight, I'm okay with the fight.
Exactly. See, it's a win-win. One method doesn't work, we just do the other.
Literally everyone's flying except you and the Minotaur.
I mean, Azorlin and the Minotaur are on the gravel piles, so.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Everyone's flying except them.
Indeed, indeed. So, it starts off about roughly 120 feet away. Mm-hmm. Let me pull up some aesthetes.
Let me pull up my sheet.
Well, thanks to the person who came up with this this monstrosity. As
Hello.
you can see, the artist tag is at the very bottom there. Hello, welcome. As you can see, the artist tag is at the bottom of this fantastic picture, and I do love it to pieces. And
What does it look like?
The tunneler, I think I created a handout. I might not have. Oh no.
Oh, yeah,
You
where is
created
it?
one for the. You created one for the little one. Oh no, there we go. Big tunnel in the bottom. Excuse me.
Ah! This
The
horror
bottom of
chair.
the-
Got it.
Yeah, that thing.
Yep.
Yeah, the tunneler.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Allow me to refresh my roll 20 for a second, because apparently it does not want to work properly.
It's all tongues.
That's a powerful spell. I'm surprised it knows it.
Tongues or all tongues?
Tongues.
I was like, oops, all tongues. Tongues work though, too. Yeah, it works.
It works.
Either way.
Oh, by the way, Matt, we opted for friendship first. If it doesn't work, violence will link her.
What, with the tunneler?
The giant tunneler, yeah.
Yep.
Good luck with that, I guess.
Hey, I can try and charm it. So
I mean,
it is considered a beast, and I have animal friendship. It's worth a try.
this is true.
Yeah.
And
It's worth a shot.
it's almost as good as my seduction domain cleric. If does it have a heart, then we can charm it.
Sound like Jeremy.
Which was one of my favorite things to create.
Oh, and I have the useless tail. Fuck.
Yeah, you ended up with the one, yeah.
Yeah, I have the tail of the clever animal. Yay.
They can't all be gems.
I mean,
I made 1 in 6.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. You're like, oh, I took the randomness, and that's every so often. Like
Yeah,
people who play
it-
Skaven and Warhammer, you know, like the
Do you
tabletop.
know? Do you know who you're talking to?
Oh, exactly. No, I'm perfectly aware. That's what I use the Skaven example, because on a 1, your stuff like blows up or like hits an ally or like
you roll
on
doubles
a
for the
six-sided
rattling
dice.
guns.
Yeah,
you
you
roll
roll
doubles for the rattling guns and they just kill themselves.
yeah, or the warp lightning cannon. It'll choose a direction at random and then fire through it.
Oh, that's
And
Warhammer 8th edition. Yeah. Woo.
yeah, fun stuff like that.
So, the creature is currently 120 feet away. Does everybody
Yep.
hold their action?
All right, so let me
Okay, you start.
look at my
It is
character one
currently
off,
Meredith.
and it is my turn. Okay, cool.
Should I roll initiative and add
Yes,
myself
you
to
should.
this?
Oh yeah, they might be ahead of me on initiative then at that point. Oh wait, no, it was my turn from last time. Okay, I got it. And you said the creature is 120-ish. So May, I'm guessing in character you're saying, you know. I
can
got a plan.
try and befriend it. If it
I-
doesn't work, just fucking kill it.
I'm actually gonna.
I forgot. Are you still flying along with the cat, or did you do a?
No, I'm levitating by myself.
Oh yeah, because I wouldn't bet it was bait for a bit. Okay, just trying to remember where we're at from last session. Okay.
I'm levitating 40 feet up in the air.
I think Meredith is gonna go ahead and shoot. Somebody's got to tank this for his squishies.
Are you down?
Try and act non-threatening until I fail.
Try and act non-threatening. I'm sorry.
Meredith, just. You know what? I'm just gonna hold in. Can I hold in? Well, no, I can't. I can hold an action for the cat too, right?
Yes, the cat can hold its action.
Because I have to remember how that works. No, I have to use my action to hold the cat's action, apparently.
Hey.
Do you? It's
Oh,
a bonus action
no.
to tell the cat what to do, so yeah.
Oh, it's a bonus action, so yeah, I have to use my bonus action to tell the cat to hold that action. Okay, that makes sense now.
So everyone's holding an action.
So yeah, I guess I'm gonna hold an action. Meredith, it's gonna be an attack. For the cat, it's gonna be a movement.
All right.
And the
Makes sense.
trigger is going to be whenever Whitehill does the thing.
If Whitehill fails to do the thing.
All right.
We're going.
All right. So there's that. With that being the case, then, Azorlin, you're up. You have watched your comrades dispatch these baby tunnelers.
Is anybody, like, actually fucked up from last session?
Auria
That
is
isn't
actually
airborne.
injured.
The cat.
So the only person, that took damage last session was the kitty cat.
That is not
And the
true
cat's
at
in the air.
I'm sorry.
all. That is
Did
not
somebody
true
else
at all.
take a hit?
Auria took some hits.
I got real fucked.
Oh yeah, you
Did you?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I got hit
Things
for over
just-
half my
things just
health.
went- Things just went pew up in the air and hit their heads.
Indeed, indeed,
That's
indeed.
why.
So-
That's why I went 40 feet up instead of 20.
So yeah, the
Well,
cat
the-
is really far down, and Altera, I guess, is really far down.
The reason
both
I
are
ended up
near.
taking damage was because I went down for a stabby stab.
Yeah, that's fair.
And if I remember correctly, I'm currently 10 feet in the air.
You are indeed. By the way, for those who would like to see a more superimposed big tunneler, there is the image on my screen for our lovely audience. And this is done by, I believe that says Nia Duran? Or Dunnon? Either way, it is fantastic, and Nia has created a beautiful work of art here. Full credit to her. Or them. Whatever they choose to be identified.
To that being in particular.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but fuck
Yeah,
the
I got-
whole of that.
Yeah, you
Like-
see all that there? Yeah, fuck all that there.
Yeah. Great work to the artist, but fuck all of that.
I perfectly understand.
So... Wait, what's your character's name? May,
May.
right? Yeah. So I had to look at our list of... Parentheses name, but, as May's, like, getting ready to do whatever this...
Oh, I'm ready to put on a fucking show.
Well, yell up to, Atra and say, if you need a little bit of recovery, get down here as quick as you can. I'm gonna prepare my music, the one I brought from home.
Fantastic. Alright, and that is being prepared Teardor. You have heard that Mayhem, or May, is planning to do something. So, my question is, are you going to wait for them to do so, or are you doing something else?
I think it's a stupid decision, but I will choose to wait.
I mean,
I
you can
recognize that the
hold
council has
until I
made a
fail.
decision.
Considering it's a stupid ass decision.
Uh,
I mean,
Literally,
if we're
while I
going-
was gone, the council made the decision. And I'm like, fuck it, fine, whatever. I'll just fucking hold an action. I'll just
Alright.
plow its heart through with
Yeah,
its heart with a spear next turn.
I mean, yeah, you can hold until I fail to stab him.
yep, that is.
Until I
Gotcha.
fail to... I'm gonna befriend it! Just eats May.
I mean,
How far away is it though? Just checking.
It's about 120 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna prep a javelin then, not a spear.
No worries.
The cat is doing this under duress, just for the record.
Alright,
Yeah.
record. Noted. Cat under duress. Got it.
just
Yep.
because.
Blink twice if you're being held against your will.
This time,
Yes.
it's not because of May. It's because May, yes, but also made bad plan. The cat is like, no, this is stupid even for you, kind of attitude.
Autera,
So I actually had a quick question.
I have a quick
If-
answer.
If I wanted to, say, light and throw a stick of dynamite. Would that be a full action?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I'll use my movement to. I'm still gonna stay on the. I'm just gonna hover, move back and hover just about 5 feet above Azorlin,
So
and
yeah, that'll trigger my action,
Quick as-
which
Quick aside, Mason. I believe you can set a timer on the fuse of a couple rounds.
Not with a dynamite stick.
fuses burn quick.
have you ever set off a firecracker? It's like that, but
Um,
deadly.
Dynamite can be rigged with a longer fuse to explode after a set amount of time. Usually, I don't know if we have longer fuses, but yeah.
You do not.
Yeah, you'd have to have the time to actually rig the fuse and have some explosives expertise.
Yep.
As someone who has messed with actual dynamite, I know this.
Hey,
Yeah,
I
I'm
just
aware.
I just mentioned it because I read it on the dynamite item card. Okay.
Yeah, no, I get you.
All good.
But yeah. So what was Azorlin's?
Oh, the music I brought from home.
Yeah.
Let's
Since I moved into space,
you get 8 healing from cure wounds.
I'll take it.
That's
That puts me
pretty
up to
nice.
19. I will gladly take that heal.
I need to edit my.
Azorlin, will you be so kind as to describe how the music goes off?
Hold on. Oh my god, it's so hard to edit the name of this right now. Great. Yeah. How do you put the 10 in the parentheses next to it? Oh, an 810. That right there.
Mm.
Thank you. Thank you, Brad.
Oh, you can use it 10 times. Jesus. Okay.
I can restore, and I can also restore it. That's my whole class gimmick.
Yeah.
So, Azorlin would, along with. So, for anyone who doesn't remember, Azorlin's doesn't have a spell book like your traditional D&D wizard. Say that with heavy air quotes. But
I mean, you know,
a
it's-
string of like crystalline hexagons that are interlinked together. And she'd remove one that's not quite attached like the rest, like it's hanging from a leather thread, would pull it up, and you would hear this, like... You're not sure if you hear it or feel more a, like, tune, something like... Some tune. I don't have a good musical interlude for this. I am sorry.
You're all good.
I'm not a bard. Something like that, yeah. Thank you, Mason. Like that, and then, like, green energy would flow from this clear stone up into you, sealing some of the wounds.
As it travels. And this is cast using your class features, not your innate magical ability. Am I correct in that?
Yeah, this is my class feature. I just have this item. It was my magic item we got.
Yep. And so, with that being the case, yeah.
It has to be level 1, that's why. Otherwise, I'd upcast it gladly. I mean, I can use it upcast, but I'm using it as part of the item, not my...
Not as part of your
Spells.
spell slots, correct. Again, part of your whole class gimmick is I can use music as spell slots,
Yeah, which not everyone can.
which nobody but your class can.
Yeah, I can't even use it. Point. Because if I do, I die.
Oh, hey, here, try it. It'll be fun, I swear.
Wow.
You only might go supernova.
You only might go supernova. It'll be a great backup plan.
If you can't befriend the worm, you'll have to, yeah.
Just kamikaze the Aetherborn. Got it.
Yeah.
Sorry, just making sure this wasn't an issue, but oh, good. Never mind.
Okay.
I have access to like the art tab,
Mhm.
the art library tab, and I'm not used to that. Is that new?
Probably,
Okay.
but no, you should whatever you have access to, you should have access to, because it ultimately
Okay.
doesn't matter what you see in the art tab. It's only what I use. But
For all we know, he could have decided to throw in some really crazy creatures in the art tab. Let us all see them and never use them.
I have
mean-
Elfo. I could play as Elfo if you really wanted me to.
I mean, there's that. But so Tara has moved down, and you are prepping the dynamite to throw it. Yes.
Yep. When Big Mama Worm decides to hop out, as soon as I see an open mouth, I am throwing the dynamite into, or at least hopefully into, said mouth.
Ooh, how fun!
You can wait until I try this.
You weren't here for this, but May is trying to befriend him.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going. Okay then. Recrash all that. In the case that Mayhem gets bit,
Hold action.
Hold action. If it gets angry, then we feed it the explosive.
Fair enough.
Yeah. It's okay. If the bigger bait eats our little bait, then we'll just blow up the bigger bait to make a bunch of more little bait.
What is this, fucking Stardew Valley?
Yes.
Apparently.
We need to change the battle music then. You know?
Absolutely not.
Play
Absolutely.
Stardew Valley Summer, please.
I second that motion.
I imagine that music is copyright out the ass. But so that is what Autera is doing, and May. So I'm imagining you're holding your thing until you see or the creature gets close enough.
I am pulling my loot around, putting the bow away, and I'm going to hold animal friendship until it comes within range.
Oh, very nice, very nice. And
I'm not
what is
gonna
the
lie.
rating?
And I prepare to sing.
It is 30 feet.
I'm fully picturing from Stardew Valley's soundtrack, Abigail's song, "A Stillness in the Rain."
It is 30 feet. I am 40 feet up. I'm going to just descend 10 feet just in case.
All right.
So when it's directly underneath you.
And it's ready to just no.
I am going to descend 30 feet just in case. And I am holding that spell. Do I want to inspire anybody?
I mean,
Maybe. Who's inspired? The Minotaur is.
Oh, okay.
there's options here.
Teardor, you now have inspiration.
No.
Did
He's
you?
inspired from before.
Oh yes.
Oh, am I? Okay.
That's what the purple dot is.
Okay.
You're
I'll mark it on my
inspired.
end.
I am going to.
No, not inspiration like D&D inspiration, but bardic inspiration.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
I am going to look towards Otera, my second hairborn companion. Darling, if it fucking takes my legs off, make it sure it's spicy.
Tara is now also inspired. Meredith, you are flying or are you grounded?
So I believe I was grounded at the time of all this
fantastic.
stuff. Because
Fantastic.
I
I
saw
just
you went
needed to-
Teardor.
Oh, that's right.
Has anybody seen Tremors?
We,
Not in a while.
I think most of us have, actually.
That's the one I want to sit back down and watch again. It's been
There
a while.
are 8 of them.
Tremors?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they progressively get
Okay.
wackier, especially the Mexico one.
That was only
my
the
God.
second one.
Yeah.
And that one's actually pretty tame compared to the one that came after that with the ass blasters.
Oh, that's right. That is the one with the ass blasters.
Oh my god,
I
it's
thought
like
for sure that was in
Sharknado.
Mexico.
No, the one in Mexico is where they introduced shriekers.
Oh, right.
And then
Anyway,
Which,
our doom's
by the
coming
way,
our way.
indeed. And it rears up out of the earth a huge creature.
oh,
Yep, go ahead
Be
and cast your
friends!
spell.
I start doing my heavy metal riff. What the fuck is going on? Be friends. What the fuck?
Cast your spell, if you please.
Animal friendship, and the fact that I am using the DOS loot, the thing has disadvantage on its save.
May I make a quick correction for White's song there? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we?
Why can't we be friends? Don't
That's
eat
awesome.
my legs, please.
But as you cast your spell, you realize something horrible has gone wrong, as it does not affect this creature. This creature is not a
Fuck.
beast.
It's grown to so exponentially because it's a monstrosity. Now, fuck you.
But I would like first let's go in the order after May. Let's start with Meredith. You and the cat have both prepared actions. Yes.
Callie?
We have lost the Cali cat.
My mic was muted. Well, we prepared a move and a
Attack.
attack. However, I am right within.
Stabbing range.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean I'm right within 5 feet.
Indeed, you are.
So if I take the move, that's an attack of opportunity.
It is.
I mean, if you leave the area of influence.
Yeah, the thing is I can't charge it.
And you're attacking at disadvantage
Because of the lance. Yeah, exactly.
Unless this creature has like 10-foot reach or more.
Only one way to find out.
It doesn't matter as long as I'm 5 feet. The lance gives you a negative.
No, I meant if you move 5 feet back and its area of influence is 10 feet, it can't provoke an attack of opportunity for you moving within its area of influence.
This is correct.
Really?
Correct.
Yeah, so like for let's say
Creatures with
it has
reach cannot make an attack if you're moving within their reach.
so like everything in like from here, you can move all within here.
Hey, that doesn't make any sense because I'm still 5 feet from it. Like if you have a pole arm with reach and somebody moves back from you, you still take an attack of opportunity.
No, you don't.
You do not.
No, if you reach is
Since
10
when?
feet. If they move 15 feet away, then
You
can.
then you can. That's the
that been a
poor
thing.
since the first book.
That is correct. That is how reach is played.
That's why having 15 feet reach on a furball polar master is cool and all, but you don't get as many
I've
attacks opportunities.
actually never heard that. I'm even looking up the book and I don't see that.
So under the
It's just when you leave
under
the
reach
it's
mechanics.
when you leave someone's melee reach.
correct.
And if their reach is
So we
10
see-
plus.
So this weapon adds 5 feet to your reach when you make an attack to it, as well as when determining your opportunity attacks with it.
Correct.
But that doesn't say that you still don't get your original, because you can still make an attack from 5 feet too. Yeah, that's a misnomer. Because yeah, you can do both according to the book.
But I
Anyway,
I have never played monsters with reach to be able to attack attack of opportunity if you are within their reach. So
Right.
That's.
Alright.
I have a weird question.
yes,
It's more for Callie's mechanic. Do you have to move in a straight line?
I do. I have to
20
move.
feet in a
Yeah, I have to
straight line.
move 20 feet in a straight line.
How much movement do you have?
So I have
And
45 on the kitty cat.
yep.
Would-
Yeah.
like 10 feet here? Would this count?
No.
Technically,
And then
it just says
just
you have to move 20 feet. It doesn't say towards the target or anything like that.
And you just
Yeah, it's one of those weird.
Fucking
Like-
going full on joust.
So if you
like
roleplay it,
rolling like around.
yeah, I've got full speed and then I stab it like in the side or something. You know, it's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, it's that weird movement. But the thing is, I still would have disadvantage on that.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
only one
that's
way to
true.
find out. There's only one way to find out.
True.
Well, if I can move within its reach, I mean,
Yeah, if you can move like circle it.
assuming it has, yeah.
And we don't know if it has 10 feet reach. That's what
We
we're.
are calculating through assumption.
Yep.
Experimenting.
Yeah, I was
will
like, that's why I
always
said
get
if you
so
stay
far.
right along the edge of it, yeah, you're fine. But
You know what? I think I'll just go for an attack. Let's just.
I mean,
I'm gonna-
technically, You're not at disadvantage either because you've said it yourself multiple sessions. You will always reckless. So
Yeah, I
it would
don't
be a
know. I
straight
know I
roll.
have reckless. That's the thing. I just don't have an advantage. It's just balanced.
I know.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
You throw semantics at us, we throw semantics back.
Yeah, no, but that is 100% true. I technically do not have disadvantage.
This is true.
I think we'll go with a take that.
Take
Yeah,
that.
I'm just gonna go for one attack.
22.
Oh,
Hit.
22.
But still.
So that hits?
Yeah.
Okay. And then
I would
a
hope
take
so.
that?
I would be very concerned if it
14
didn't.
damage. You're still raging, aren't you?
Yeah, still raging. I mean,
So it's an additional 2.
oh yeah, it does need 2. There we go. So it's additional 2, and do I have a reroll? 4, 9, nope. I'm gonna go ahead and take that, so yeah, 16 damage.
Yeah, it's just 'cause 9 is really above average. Fucking keep that.
Awesome. So that's that.
And the cat can move. It can.
You can if you want to.
No, I'm not gonna
It
risk
hisses
taking an extra hit.
aggressively.
So,
All right. Teardor, you're up.
Just fucking yeet.
Yeah, I'm just gonna yeet.
Yeah, yeet.
What's the range again?
You are within range.
It's
You're within
It's-
range.
I
believe
just
it's 30 to
clarifying.
25.
it's 30 to 120 for javelins. So
Yeah,
you're
30 you have your normal hit. Anything past that, you're at disadvantage.
Okay. That's gonna be a no.
Well, you do have a bardic inspiration you can roll if you would like.
Oh.
but,
With a I will say, with a D6 maximum 14, I don't think it will hit. That's my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah.
I was going
Yep,
to say
it's
that.
just a miss.
So you woof, and unfortunately you hit the creature, but it does not pierce its big scaly hide.
I don't even think 14 hit the little ones, did it?
No, it did not.
Yeah.
So, Mother must have a higher AC. By
So,
transitive
Terra,
properties.
You're up.
Open mouth. The third time.
Yep. It's getting a spicy candle in the throat. What you need me to roll?
I would like. I'm going to say that Dynamite has the thrown property. So I'm going to say that it is technically a dex check.
Okay.
You are not proficient with Dynamite, though.
Yeah, so just a regular roll.
Yes.
The
Wait.
thing is, it's not an attack roll, it's just a save.
Well, he's aiming for a specific
Oh,
location.
for the mouth. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because I am trying to get inside. Okay. And that's just going to be a straight roll, yes? Yes?
No?
Maybe so?
Say that one more
Sudoku?
again. I'm sorry.
Is it going to be a straight roll, just the straight normal?
Plus your dex, so it's a dexterity check.
I was just asking if I have advantage on it or not.
I don't know why you would.
That's
20?
why I ask, because at this point, with the way we've had things happen for rogues, though, I'm okay with that 20 one way or another. I think.
So, next question is, do you want to spend your bardic inspiration?
You know what? Let's just doubly make sure it goes down its throat just to be safe. Yeah,
Okay, so D6.
I am willing to do that just to be safe.
25.
I really want to make sure this thing goes.
Well,
Eat the yeet.
you are lucky, because it does. This thing has opened its mouth in order to attack Meredith. And it will get an attack against Meredith, as technically this is its turn.
it's
Where
gonna be
is
on,
it in initiative?
It is technically after May. It is initiative count 14.
Oh, okay.
But with that, Auria, you have thrown it in. It has swallowed the bait, and you lit the fuse. And Dynamite has a dex save attached to it, which it cannot succeed.
DC 12 and 3d6 damage.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll.
So, I got a few questions. I
hope
was
you
taking an attack.
Not yet.
Oh, okay, cool.
Not yet.
Okay, I was a little confused.
Oh, yeah.
You are going to be taking an attack because it is this creature's turn. It emerged
Yeah.
on its turn, and all of your held actions triggered.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
Yeah,
Got it.
and our held actions also take up our reactions, correct?
Correct.
Oh, fuck, Meredith, I'm so sorry.
However,
And we'll see how this thing feels after having a in
please
its throat.
roll 4d6.
Oh. 17.
Hey.
So this creature takes 17 points of damage, and I am going to roll something for it.
Does it get the tummy ache?
So it is going to lose 2 attacks as 2 of its tongues are blown off in the process.
Oh, the tongue's also attacked.
I like the maniacal laughter on one end and White. Oh my god, this is terrifying.
Oh, this thing has
No.
more than just 3 attacks, my guy. But yes,
The
tongues
no,
all
White,
get
it's
an
just-
individual attack.
No, it's just me like, this is also amazing, but what the fuck? The tongue's attack?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, you gotta whip it. Whip it real good.
Speaking of which, now, Meredith, you are taking an attack.
Alrighty.
Patria et Filii et Spiritus
So-
Sancti.
I have a disadvantage with the creature is within 5 feet of me, right?
Correct.
So, and I'm taking the hit, right?
Correct.
It's on Meredith. So, it's a normal roll because the cat provides disadvantage while enraged, which means it's under half health and for 10 minutes.
Fantastic.
Oh,
Yep.
So-
your
So it's a
right
straight roll.
side is
Roll for this
nullified.
creature?
Nice.
So its first attack is going to be its tongue.
Okay.
Does a 22 hit you?
Yeah, 22 definitely hits.
All right.
Right.
Actually, hold on. I'm going to roll something here. Meredith, high or low?
Let's go high.
Oh,
Okay. Does it attack you or does it attack the cat?
I'm gonna say Meredith.
Okay. Then in that case, the tongue grapples around you, and you are taking 11 points, or excuse me, you are raging, so you are taking 5 points of piercing damage. And you are
Got it.
grappled.
Got it.
okay.
You are also considered restrained while you're
Got it.
grappled. Now,
Now the beak.
because you are within 10 feet of this creature, it is going to drag you into its mouth and chomp you with its regular bite.
Oh no. It has advantage.
That is
Or
that
no?
is correct. So it's cat. So it's
Well, hold on.
reckless cat grappled and restrained.
It all cancels it out, or we're doing the from to both sides.
No,
Yeah, 'cause-
I have done, and I have always done, if you have multiple forms of advantage and disadvantage, they will cancel until only one remains or until none remain.
Okay, so it does
I thought
have
it was
advantage.
the -1/+1, like the cover thing.
No, that was only for Vodari.
Ah, got it. Alright, so disadvantage.
Um,
No, advantage now for you.
Yeah, disadvantage
Correct.
for me, advantage for the...
yep. So that is another 22 to hit you.
Ish.
It
Yep,
rolled a
that
nat
hits.
20 on its first roll. She canceled out, so...
So at least not a crit.
Yep. But that is 10 piercing damage, or excuse me, 5 piercing damage because you are raging, and I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
Alright.
In which you have advantage on because rage.
I don't think it does it for the saving throw, right? It
No,
just does
I
it for
believe
the
it does. I
for
believe it-
athletics checks. Yeah, let me
It's
double
for
check. I got
strengths.
the rule right here.
Yeah, it's strength checks and
Yes, it
saving
is
throws, I
saving
believe.
throws. Yeah, you're correct. So let's do a strength saving throw. Oh, that's not good.
You are...
I swallowed.
No, you
swallowed.
just matched.
No.
You
On the
are not
12?
swallowed, but you are now in its mouth and are considered grappled and restrained even
Round 2
further.
electric boogaloo.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Well, unfortunately, this does mean that Meredith will have to try and break 2 sets of grapplings
Grapples.
in order to
Oh,
escape.
Yeah.
However, restrained only counts once. So there's no
Yep.
double disadvantage here. But that is the creature's turn. Let me... I just realized that it didn't add to its... there goes the creature. So it technically went... Meredith, you are up. You
right.
and the cat are, at this moment, 2 separate entities.
Yep. Well, so it lifted me up. Did it lift me off the cat? Or are we
It
assuming?
did. It pulled you
Okay.
off the cat.
So.
That is why I asked, did you want the cat or you?
Yeah, no, we just had to figure that out. All right, so for now, so we're gonna. Well, can the cat help me ungrapple with like an athletics check or
Yes,
something
it
as a
certainly
bonus
can.
action? So yeah, why don't we have the kitty cat do that? So they're gonna try to free me.
All right. Go
Um,
ahead and roll me a athletics check with the cat.
The kitty cat. So let's do that. So the little cat is going to fly up and try to free their friend here. Character sheet. And he does. All right. Where is it? Athletics. There it is. All right. There's the kitty cat.
23 will definitely break you out of its beak-like maw.
Sure thing.
So,
So
the
I-
first set of grapple has been undone.
All right. So one set though, because I'm still technically tongued.
You're held by the tongue.
Let's go ahead and have Meredith try to break out of the other one. I'm guessing with a grapple check as well.
Yes. This is athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
Athletics or acrobatics? Yeah, athletics because rage. Yeah, let's go for that. Oh, come on. Juggling 2 character sheets. And it's fighting me the whole way.
Yeah,
Just one
roleplaying's
sec.
been difficult today. Azorlin, you're on deck, and Teardor,
Yeah,
you're
I'm
right
trying to
after.
decide between 2 spells.
I do have a question whilst this is being thought out. How big now is this thing? It's definitely larger than a 10-foot cube, right?
Yes,
It is a
technically
15-foot cube.
15-foot cube,
15-foot cube?
technically.
How large were the Metrodons and shit and Dinosukis that we've seen?
Not
about
this.
dimensions.
Oh wow, 9 probably won't do
normal
it.
Dinosuchus, not this big. The
No, I think he's
supersized one, yeah, about this big.
About this big?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Unfortunately, that is not enough to break the grapple.
Alrighty. The cat already used his action because it used a bonus action. Now, when it's separated, I think it can move.
You can
You can still move, right?
Yes.
You can move, and you have to use your bonus action to tell him what to do. If not, he only takes the dodge.
Well, she used her
Yeah.
bonus action to have him break the first set of grapple.
To break the first grapple. So yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine.
but he can still move.
Okay, he's gonna move, of course, closer to her to keep giving her advantage.
Fair enough.
Yeah, at least on the saving throws. Or on the attacks. Anyway, yeah, that's gonna be all I can do because I've used my action and bonus action.
Alrighty.
So,
Mrs.
yeah.
Zorlin, you're up.
Because I have no idea how much health this thing has.
Nope.
Yeah, we're gonna Witch Bolt.
Nice. Roll it. A 10 will not hit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I got. That's my turn. Wizards don't get bonus actions.
Low-level spellcasters.
Teardor, you're up.
Once again, I'm just gonna do the same thing all over again.
Yeah.
Second verse, same as the first.
Yep.
Yeah, yeet, motherfucker.
You
And,
can roll a d6 if you would like.
Please be good.
16?
16 will
No.
not hit.
Fuck.
Unfortunate.
Rolled a 4 on that attack roll, by the way.
Rolled a 6 on that attack roll, actually.
No, I
That was
did.
Arlen.
Oh, yeah,
That was
it was
Arlen.
Arlen.
Roll the-
Oof.
Just to see what would the attack be. Okay. Just checking.
But with that, Auria, you're up.
And it's gonna get an arrow right to the tongues.
Don't you have 2 more sticks? Just saying.
I was only holding one of them.
Oh, don't worry. Who has the other 2?
I fought Teardor, and you had one.
Yeah,
Oh,
so,
I don't have one.
I don't think any of us actually remembered to add it to the list. I had one, you held one, and Teardor held one, all because we're the ones that seem to be doing the most ranged attacky type thing that way.
Ah,
Yeah.
got it. So let me add this real quick. Stick O dynamite.
It might be helpful.
So
I don't
will
think I
go
do
ahead.
have one.
We had gotten
Okay.
3, and that's how we had split up. I just don't think we were all plotting, and we never actually got around to adding it.
But at any rate, Auria, you're up.
Yep. Which, like I said, I'm going to fire an arrow, hoping to get a tongue and maybe see if I can get it to let go.
So that sounds to me like a called shot. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, I will be using the bonus action for take aim, and then, for that extra advantage.
Alrighty. Go ahead and please roll an attack.
And...
So that does meet the +5 AC I gave to the tongue. So 23 will hit.
And apparently 18 is its AC. Jesus Christ.
17 or higher.
Let's see. That is 15 points of damage. That is enough to sever the last tongue. And Meredith, you are now free.
Yes!
Right.
Fear the arrows of swift justice.
It did technically lift me 10 feet. Do I?
You fall onto
Do
the
I
cat.
need at least 5?
You
fall
fall
under
under
the
the
cat?
cat.
You did say, yeah, the cat was moving closer, so.
Yes.
But,
Now, I will say this. You don't land in the saddle properly. Like you're just laying on the back of the cat, kind of slung over the saddle.
Do you want me to do the deck save that just determines whether I mount or not?
If
'Cause
you would
there's
if you would
yeah.
like to, then yes, certainly.
Yeah, I
Save
think that's a
this
fair
mount.
way of doing it. That way I'm either on it or I'm not.
Fair enough. Go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw.
And
You're
I do
on
have
it.
advantage because, yeah, it's something I can see. 17.
I wouldn't call that danger, though.
Falling?
You
That's
weren't
not
in danger
pretty
of taking damage.
Yeah, it just
Oh,
says a
okay.
deck save against a source I can see. In this case, it's like landing on the cat. I mean, it's
I'll
a weird
allow
one. Yeah,
I'll
it's a
allow.
weird one. Just,
But
yeah. Because if otherwise I fail.
well, no, it's a 17 on the other side. You didn't have disadvantage.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah,
you're
left is the
correct.
first
Yeah,
roll.
wrong side of the dice.
Yep. But anyway, so boof. You have landed on the kitty cat. That was Auteria's turn because that was bonus action, cannot move, and action.
Yep.
May, you're up.
Alright, I'm a Tressa. I'm going to start weaving my hands past my face, past my eyes. The cracks start widening. And out of my essence start coming the memories of a big fucking crocodile. And I'm gonna cast Phantasmal Image on this bitch.
Alright. Go ahead and click that spell for me if you'd be so kind.
Oh, sorry, not Phantasmal Image, Phantasmal Force. It has to make... Oh, and I also start floating down because it's a concentration spell. I float down at a small rate so I don't take any damage. But Phantasmal Force, it has to make an intelligence saving throw.
Indeed.
I'm assuming it's not that smart.
It is not. Give me 1 second here. So, with that, That is an intelligence saving throw. It did fail.
Okay, so there's a 10-foot cube filled with Dinosuchus biting at the throat of this motherfucker.
10-foot cube. Where?
Right behind him.
Well, it cannot see, but
It comes with everything.
yes,
It comes
cannot
with
see
scent,
it,
it comes
so
with
it
sound, it
does
comes
not-
with temperature. But it
cannot
can
see
feel
it,
it.
so it does not have any effect there. But it does screech and does not like it.
It includes
Each
sound,
round on your
temperature,
turn, you can deal 1d6 psychic damage
sorry,
to the target.
The spell has no effect on the other constructs. The phantasm includes sound, temperature, and other stimuli, so it does
Indeed.
do vibration on the ground. So it knows it's there and it's biting at it.
Indeed, it does. So, with that,
I've got to roll
being
my
the
D6
case,
psychic
that
damage.
is a D6 psychic. Yes, indeed.
2. And I'm hoping it goes for the bigger prey.
That is 2 points of damage, and it just might.
I am not built for combat. I am made to be annoying.
Definition of bard
Bards.
support. I am not built to do damage. I am built to annoy.
Yeah, exactly.
I was gonna say you just described my entire life, but no, let's be honest, I'm someone you don't want to stay in front of in a fight.
Yeah.
I'm built to do damage and annoy.
So you're a monk.
Let me, yeah. Let me just make sure at the rate of which I float down. Otherwise, you can use your action to move the target, which you must remain within the spell range. When the spell ends, the target floats gently to the ground if it's still aloft. So I guess I feather fall down.
Correct. You just whee.
Yeah, so I'm no longer flying.
What's the green
Yeah.
cube in front of us?
What, this? Or
The pit
this?
of the pit of spear.
This is Pit of Spear. This
Yeah,
is
that's
Big
what-
Crocodile.
Yeah, I knew this was Big Crocodile. I was trying to remember what the hell this was.
And I am just going to, take 2 steps back. Leave the crocodile to it.
All right. But with that being the case, the tunneler is actually going to turn and attack because it did fail.
Yep, and it rationalizes any outcome.
That is a natural 1. Meredith, would you like to take an attack of opportunity against this creature for free?
Absolutely. Let's go for it. So it's still 5 feet from me, right?
It is.
So yeah, I have disadvantage on this attack. I'm gonna go ahead and rock my inspiration though to at least make it a straight roll.
Certainly, go ahead.
There we go. So
Oh, yeah,
we're
that's the
gonna.
inspiration we got from playing cards.
Yep. An 18.
Take that. It does hit.
So she, after getting spat out, stumbles on the cat and sees this thing rocking and weaving and then tries to take one quick thrust at it.
And you hit. This creature is not paying attention to you and is just
I'm gonna take the
furious.
gamble on that 3.
All right.
Okay.
1d6. Yeah. Oh, whoops.
Come on.
I got a 3 still.
14
So,
damage still.
14 damage still.
All right. So that was its first attack. Its second attack is also against this creature because it didn't hit. So it
Yeah.
just now jump.
Every miss or, perceived hit but goes through, the creature rationalizes as the thing just dodging it.
Well, in this case, it actually rationalizes it as the creature's armor being too thick to chomp through.
Yeah.
And so, with that, Miss Meredith, you have the floor.
This is
Pretty
why I love
slow.
Phantasmal Force.
Phantasmal
So-
Force is a great spell.
Meredith
Low damage, but fantastically useful.
is
Yeah.
gonna use her her bonus action to disengage on the kitty cat.
All right, disengage you do.
Yep. So I don't take attacks of opportunity. I actually had to look that up the other day.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So she's gonna fly 5. Well, I landed on the cat, so I'm actually 5. I'm actually a little bit up in the air, right?
Correct. Your cat is
So-
flying.
1, 2. Hold on. Can't see because my character sheet's in the way, of course. 3 and 4 on above the space of our friend over there.
Above Tyrador. All right.
Yeah, 4, 5. God damn it! I cannot access anything right now.
I do apologize, but I
No,
imagine
it's not
this
you.
is
I just
a-
got the. I'm just making the sheet.
Yeah, I imagine
like-
this is a for cat and coin.
Yeah, this is gonna be a for cat and coin. I gotta go one more back though,
Yeah, that's.
and then I
fine,
can
go
go.
over.
Yeah, there you go. And then it should be 20 spaces forward, if you don't mind. So let me see. Oh god damn it! I cannot. Is there a way to? I hate to do this, but like
Yeah, I can
remove
do it.
everybody's characters from the screen. Like I got all their pictures up and everything.
Oh yes. So on the settings tab under the settings wheel to the far right.
Yeah.
Go to audio and video.
Audio and video done.
Go to video display,
Got it.
and then it says player video / avatar size. You can turn that to names only.
Player video, avatar location, avatar size, regular, names only. Oh my god, that helps so much.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
I didn't know
Did
that.
all of you not know this was a
I
thing?
didn't know that. That's what I was like. So let me
I
redo
was
this.
aware that was a thing.
What were they doing wrong?
3.
So
Four.
all the
Struggling.
So all of the character video icons, so all of your like pictures at the bottom right hand corner or bottom left hand corner of your screen, you can turn
Yeah.
those to just the nameplates only.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
I knew
apparently
this from day one.
Apparently,
Yeah.
Mason
I didn't know.
and Callie did not know.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah,
that
no.
that has helped a lot.
We've just been struggling for no fucking reason.
Pretty much,
I mean,
yeah.
Basically.
it- Why have you guys been struggling?
Because
Why do
they
we
have
accept
a
higher
regular
resolution?
size and only have the one screen.
Oh yeah, just make it smaller, and then I don't know, maybe upload actual pictures of your characters so I can understand who the hell I'm referencing.
I mean, I got pictures.
Not
But-
not on your bottom left.
On my bottom left? What?
That's
So-
a you
Yeah.
problem.
In your
that's a
character
you problem.
in your character display, it doesn't.
Oh,
show
did
your
it? Does it
character.
not show me right
You
now?
have to.
Yeah, you have to.
There you
There
go.
you
Yeah, I change that all the time, but just it didn't do it now. Okay, got
I'm
it.
just giving you guys crap.
Okay, so 1,
No, it's only
2,
Mason.
3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Okay, that's 45 movement. That's fine.
Yep.
So for cat and coin.
Yeah, which is reckless,
Yep.
because that is something that you have established with me.
Unless I
already.
say otherwise. Yep. Meredith is in the thing,
Yeah.
and we're going for the full charge kitty cat.
Do the murder.
is Lloyd
Do the
Lloyd.
murder.
Yep. I'm guessing a
26 will
26
hit.
is fine. And we're gonna probably end up re-rolling that one, yeah.
Yeah.
With
do
Piercer?
that.
Piercer, a fantastic feat. Most of the damage reroll feats are fantastic. Definitely worth picking up. if that's
Yeah,
what you
it
do.
will. Piercer gives it to you, plus you add an extra dice on your crit, so it's like really powerful.
I think Slasher does that too.
Slasher and Crushers don't
No.
allow you to reload damage. They just do in other effects of like prone or move people.
Yeah,
Oh,
and that's
how very
yeah, it
interesting.
doesn't
Crush
let
lets
you
you
do
knock
cool stuff.
people around.
So
Whoa.
7, so that should be 19.
21 damage.
Oh, 7 plus 7 plus
Yeah.
6. It's 20, right?
Yeah.
Or did I do that wrong?
21?
So,
Oh, and rage. Yeah, you're right.
14, 19, 21.
Yep.
Yep.
So Meredith charging in full force.
And the creature looks like it took a serious injury here as you for cat and coin and skewer it through, and it screams and screeches.
As it's struggling with the Dinosuchus.
Indeed, that only it can really understand.
I'm glad we're not befriending you.
So it's biting at the air, and all of you are going like, "What the fuck?"
Yep, that was a
Um,
good spell. All right,
Zorn.
guess that's it.
You know what? I'll burn a second level spell slot. Might as well. Haven't done that yet today.
You know, I might as well. Just kinda, maybe, sorta.
We have the ability. We might as well.
Yeah, exactly. You guys get it. I'm gonna try casting Scorching Ray.
Certainly.
Go ahead. Hit that bitch. Yes. No.
No.
The 19 will hit.
7 points of fire damage.
I mean, average.
This creature looks really injured.
Do not let it escape.
Do not let it escape.
Did you want to move, Azorlin? I'm sorry.
No. I was trying to... I don't have any bonus actions or really movement adjacent abilities.
Alright. Tyrdor, you're up, my friend.
I'm gonna try once again to fucking not fail. And I'm going to shoot it.
Were you trying to look up what Scorching Ray did, Altera?
I was clicking on the thing and seeing if it, for whatever reason, it wouldn't bring up the thing. Because I was, I was actually.
Don't worry, I've
reading up
missed a lot of
bit.
attacks too, Matt.
Oh,
Me.
poor Tyrdor.
Ignore me. Next turn.
I was reading over the rules for magic again, and I was Magic Missile was one that because we've always had it as a separate rules for it.
Yes.
I was reading in the actual book, and unless stated specifically, it's just a straight roll, and it does it for each dart. Whereas Scorching Ray says you're supposed to roll for each ray. Magic Missile does not.
Because Magic Missile automatically hits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I meant for like the damage on it. It doesn't state to actually to roll each damage individually. It is all of them are supposed to do the same.
Huh.
Fascinating.
I
have to
mean,
look into that.
D&D being inconsistent? What? Nah.
Never! Anyway.
It was a rule I read up on that just had me
Montero,
like
you're up.
confused. Well, we already know there's the thing's getting another arrow to the to the back now. This one, it's turned
That
away.
is true. Technically,
But
it did
damn
turn away.
it!
You also noticed that it did turn like a complete 180. Like its upper torso bent the other way.
And May is giggling like a schoolgirl in the back.
Out of curiosity, is there any points that look like they might be softer?
Not really. This thing is really tough and leathery hide looking.
Okay, so yeah, it's just getting the shot, and I mean, because of other things, we already know I have advantage, and I'm not moving anyway. So steady aim for double fuck it. It's not like I need to move.
Yeah.
I mean, let's roll.
23, yeah.
23 does hit.
Ew.
That's
double ones of the that's 3 ones.
3 ones, yeah.
Wow, my guy. Alright.
6.
I gave it a splinter.
At least you pierced its skin.
It is looking incredibly injured and incredibly hurt. May, you're up.
So, at the beginning of my turn, the Dinosuchus that only it can see does a big chomper
That's right, roll a d6.
for 5.
May, how do you want to do this?
Yeah, there you go.
Like,
You get to
for
say
everyone
the-
else, it looks like,
Just had a stroke.
no, for everyone else, we think the arrow killed it. And no one will credit me.
Yeah, fair.
Because an arrow was the last thing we saw hit it.
That is true.
That is true. The Dinosuchus that only it can see just goes over to its bottom jaw and just bites it, and it has an aneurysm and dies.
And you all watch as this massive creature just... the air and the battlefield are still and quiet at this point. The creature is massive and is there just bleeding out this yellowy, orangey goop just all over the ground. As you all kind of stand there victorious, you hear a hooray from all of the slaves in Quarry who watched your battle from the safe distance of a massive marble block.
Tara was readying another arrow after firing that one and watching it die.
I just go over to Altera and raise our arm up.
I didn't think the arrow hit that hard. As she puts the arrow away.
I look at you, Altera, and I just give you a wink.
There's a Meredith, flying, doing a little celebratory little loop-de-loop, and then flies over to Altera, giving a little golf clap.
You all watch as slave speaker Remy and old Sheriff George walk up to you.
Oh, the bird dick?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He just kind of looks.
I believe the term is cock. It's a type of bird. Get it right, White.
He is a Harris hawk, but whatever. He kind of looks down.
The cock's our friend. The cock's our friend. This guy's a dick.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He just kind of looks down. Well, I'll be. And here I thought I was just gonna have to just fly away and let all these fools, take a dirt nap.
Well, you're still welcome to do that, darling.
The Sky Emperor thanks you kindly, and has authorized, according to my little earbud, and he actually turns his head, and you can see a little worm around where an ear would be on a normal creature. Has authorized slave speaker Remy to reward you. And once again, the nest thanks you for your service. And with that, he kind of just walks away, adjusting the belt of his tunic that is just riding too low. It's a red tunic with the nest tabard over it, and he's got a little red and yellow hat with a single feather coming out of it. Anyone who correctly identifies the reference can do so in Roll20 and get an inspiration. But
I would, but I haven't spent mine yet.
I mean, you're welcome to tell each other in private messages over Discord. I don't care. But at any rate, slave speaker Remy kind of looks at the creature and looks to you guys. Our heroes. You are quite wonderful. I must say. Please.
That monster slayers all, especially our Altera here. Pat pat.
I wonder if my arrows are intact. I'm gonna walk over to the monster and see if I find my...
You have lost every arrow you have shot at this thing when it fell.
Oh.
Well, clearly me and the cat did nothing. Good kitty. Absolutely nothing. The cat looks quite annoyed by that.
Oh yeah, the cat was completely useless.
The tongue that was severed,
The two that were severed?
specifically the one that I had shot that severed.
Because all three were severed. Two were blown off. One was...
Yeah, the one that's more intact. I want to examine it.
Okay.
How much length of tongue is here?
About 15 feet.
And what texture and stuff?
It had a reach of 20.
I swear to God, if you're going to make its tongues into a rope, Mason.
So what was the other question there, Mr. Meowson?
I'm examining it, trying to figure out, seeing what all I can, because I am harvesting the tongues.
So you realize that if you were to string the tongues together, granted that a lot of it, and that's actually what I was about to say.
Someone has my idea!
Oh, God.
You do know that, yes, you could fashion it like such. It is elastic enough, it does coil, and it is... Meredith, will you not get the fuck off?
I love the fact that our lovely Cali Cat here, Meredith, has the exact same idea I did, even down to the name.
I mean, I guess me and Azorlin can work on enchanting the bitch.
So here's
Yeah.
beca-
I have a weird mechanic question that can wait. Never
yeah,
mind.
So here's okay. For those of you audience at home, I have taken the Heliana's Guide to Monster Hunting and have employed many of its crafting rules as well as, harvesting monster parts for the benefit of things. And Remy offers, as part of your reward, to make a weapon out of the tongues, since you seem so keen in that, and to make a set of armor out of the creature's hide. He can make a set of armor. He specifically says that he can only make a set of armor for Tyrador, however, because he is not good with making armor for feathered creatures or creatures that can fly. Or he also has no idea what to do with you, White. He just looks at you like you're strange.
I am strange, darling, and I appreciate the thought.
But Tyrador, he can make a set of armor for you out of the creature's hide, if you would like.
I would gladly have some. Or have the armor made.
He takes the tongue pieces and gives them to Terra, who has appeared at some point. You notice that she's covered in dirt, though, so you think she literally, just appeared a little bit ago from underneath the ground.
She dug herself in.
Yeah, pretty much. And she takes the tongue, and he, meanwhile, looks to some of the other workers. Let us eat and be merry. Also,
Darling.
skin it.
Oh, yeah, fucking strip it for me. You guys will have food for days.
Weeks, says Remy with a smile.
That was
Wait,
euphemism.
Edie?
I think. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
But he looks to all of you. So, it will take me a little. It will take me and Terra most of the evening to craft your rewards, but there is also another reward that we will offer and grant to you as we leave, or as you leave and depart. I am currently in negotiations with the Nest to get it approved.
Cool.
Ooh.
Lovely.
Alright.
In the meantime, do you have anyone that can teach me how to actually use a whip?
Aren't you martial? Oh, you're not martially proficient.
No. Well, yes, actually, Terra is quite the master of the whip, as it is her go-to weapon.
God, I thought you were going to say the sheriff was.
Terra been doing some kinky shit behind closed doors.
Terra has
Well,
a tail
dungeon
with
mistress,
reach of
will
10
you
feet.
help me?
She turns and looks. Don't ever call me that again, doll. But yeah, this way.
Color me intrigued.
Right. May will do the one thing they are fucking pog at.
Fucking
I will-
poggers at.
I am
Nothing.
fucking poggers at.
Love you, White. I swear.
Okay, next time you're being eaten by a worm, I guess you'll
fucking
be the one.
Just
The
the
one
next
thing
time that randomly happens.
This is the
Next
one
time
thing they're good
next
at.
time you
Nothing.
get next time you start getting eaten by wildlife, maybe you'll see an additional dinosaur.
An additional dinosaur.
So
I'm going to just be the entertainment for the little critters,
roll a performance check.
and
with
I
advantage.
will also do with my tale of the clever animal and get an additional d6 to it.
Go ahead.
$22.
Nice.
I'm motivating these beaches.
So,
I'm doing my own rendition of "Hit the Road, Jack."
nice. But these guys are indeed inspired, and just to kind of breeze through this a bit, the Griffin Saddlebag has provided a fantastic assortment of items, especially when you purchase them. One of them is a reflavor. So this whip is reflavored to be of a tongue. but the stats and everything that it does are definitely going to be normal. Basically, Mr. Mason, your whip will follow all of these aesthetics and all these stats, with the caveat that it looks like a
tongue.
tunneler's tongue.
So-
And yes, I did name it the tongue lashing. You fucker. Mr. Matt,
E.
you get a set of armor called Tunneler's Armor.
Ooh, okay.
So, Tunneler's Armor is studded leather armor. Give me just 1 second here.
Oh, your AC might go down a bit.
He's wearing studded leather armor.
Is he? I think he's wearing medium.
What kind of armor are you wearing there, Teardor?
Let me find out again.
Because I can actually technically make this out of most anything.
1 sec. I drag it over to my other monitor.
see.
The writing's really small.
No worries.
I'm betting scale.
No, he's got a breastplate.
Oh, breastplate. Okay.
So actually, no. This can still work because it can be made into a breastplate because it's just taking different pieces.
Okay.
However, he is able to make a ton of this armor with that is studded leather. But anyway, so you get a.
I'll take it. Fuck.
He's not doing it for free for you. He's only and also you're kind of weird. Like, he can't make clothing for your body type.
What, a normal person just with no extra features?
Correct. He cannot make armor for a human. He can't make armor for for Meredith either.
Oh, fair.
Because there are no humanoids.
Fair.
You have not, aside from on the ship, you have not seen one humanoid. So you get a breastplate, a tunneler's breastplate. What this does is, in addition to this armor does require attunement. However, while you are attuned to this armor and while you are wearing this armor, you gain a burrow speed equal
There
to
you
your
go.
walk speed. And
Oh.
that's just for wearing it.
Oh dear God. Okay.
That's amazing.
When you are attuned to this item, and you can choose not to attune yourself to it, you gain tremor sense up to 60 feet and blind sense up to 15 feet.
Oh good, I
Fuck.
can see. I thought I was gonna be digging blind.
No. You also suffer no ill effects from moving through solid matter.
Dear God. Okay.
Okay, so definitely attuned to it.
Yeah.
So for
Uh,
instance,
the
if you were
hell do I
to
add?
dimension door into stone or the ground, you wouldn't take any damage from doing so, and you would appear there.
Yeah.
Okay. Send me for teleportation as long as you can cast the feather fall on me.
It is not actually. This is only a rare quality item.
Yeah, that needs retuned because that's amazing.
Hey guys, guess what spell I'm taking when I'm gonna get it level 7?
What?
Dimension door? Just to fucking put Pterodor in shit?
Well, do keep in mind he can only tunnel through what the tunneler could tunnel through. He can't tunnel through rock. He can't tunnel
Oh, I
through
know.
stone. He
Oh, I
can't
know.
tunnel through walls
More people.
or people.
Brent, I know. I am very aware.
But, and
Is this thing a handout?
it will be.
Okay.
For the meantime, I will craft the handout while you fantastic folks gain a level.
Oh,
Ooh, yay.
question.
Answer.
How much does this restore?
Give it another casting of its power. So
1.
maybe 1. Yeah, 1.
1 for every 10 minutes I spend on it, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so as part of this rest, I'm restoring one of the stone musics.
Fantastic.
Oh, we're level 4 now.
Indeed, you are.
Oh
And-
god.
What do you do?
Yes, that's my question. What the fuck do I do?
Okay, let's see if I if I actually did this right. Slashing.
Oh, by the way, how we're doing HP? Do we take the average?
So
Or
you
roll?
you can roll and you can roll, or you can take the average. However, if you do not get the average in your roll, you will take the average.
Oh,
Oh, so you should always roll. Yep.
Yep.
Got it.
Yeah.
And this is the typical way I do it. And again, it's not to be nice. It is that when you
Except
die,
Grim Hollow.
true, except Grim Hollow.
So
But Grim Hollow
Yeah,
had
I'm gonna
very
stick with the
specific rules
average.
for that.
It's so when we die,
It's not my fault.
except I probably have the lowest health in the party by far.
Again, that's not my fault.
I know, exactly. It's absolutely on me.
So, yeah, the average being +2, so I get an additional 7. Yay.
How much health do you have there, May?
31!
You almost. I have less than 20.
I got 20 strength finally.
What
Oh,
a
God.
SDI.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
I need to roll the hit dice for extra health. I forgot.
Fun thing I forgot to mention is that in the new 1D&D playtest, ability score increase is actually a feat that you just get to take if you
Oh.
choose to. Now they're doing away with the option of ASI or a feat. It's all feats, and they turned ASI into a feat.
Got it.
Interesting.
Fascinating.
Hey, I get my spells.
So wait.
You already had spells.
Oh, that's right.
Wait.
Sorry, it's been a while, and I am not used to playing
Yes?
Ranger.
I'm just. Anyway, I'm sorry. I think they just again made a oopsie with their rules again. So technically, you can't take multiples of a feat if they share the same name, which is why you can't take like resilient wisdom, resilient int, resilient. You know, they say that. So technically, by their own rules, you can't actually increase your ASI except for one time.
No, there are feats that
that's-
say you can take it
that's a-
multiple times.
Oh, does it say it?
There are feats you can take multiple times, yeah.
Well,
Yes.
no. I mean, that's the official stance on like resilient, for an example.
So,
Well, but not resilient. I'm saying like
Which other
there's
ones
a
can you
couple of
take?
feat. There's a feat that you can take. Elemental Adept. It says you can take more than once for different elements.
But it says it explicitly, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
and that's what I
yeah.
said.
That's
ASI,
what
I
I was wondering.
assume
Did
you
they-
said.
So I will say that they have not officially released this. This is only what they said in their press conference they released today on YouTube. You can go find it.
Yeah.
So we do not know what it actually says or the verbiage that they use. However, it would seem foolish to me that they do not let you take it multiple times.
Oh, something foolish.
Let it go.
I'm not just saying. The whole reason this whole thing's getting built, I'm skeptical.
Be
You're always skeptical, Callie.
Yep. Be
Well, I have to
skeptical.
be. They they did it wrong the first time.
Be skeptical.
No
all
system's
you like.
perfect.
Lots of systems are better.
I didn't say
that's
that
just
D&D was the best. I said no
that's it.
system's perfect.
Exactly.
Drop it.
Let's
I'll leave it
shush.
lead.
Thank you.
Okay, I think I have that right now. Let's see. So if I...
Yeah, I'm just gonna do what Tyrador did and just increase the strength.
Do as you would like. I'm not going to
There we
stop.
go.
Yep.
I'm actually double checking feats because it's been a little bit,
Yeah, then.
but I'm probably gonna
I'm-
just do an ability score increase.
Yeah, I'm
Nothing wrong with
debating
that.
whether I'm debating where I get my dexterity up to 18, or take a feat. Huh.
Also, for the fun audience at home, I like to do something with magical items called optional attunement. Basically, all magic items that require attunement, or at least some of the let me rephrase that. Some magical items that require attunement or have attunement do not need you to attune to the magic item in order to use some of its properties. For instance, this tunneler's armor, because you are wearing it, you gain a burrow speed equal to your walk speed. However, if you attune to it, you get the other stuff as well. So this allows you to kind of have a more flexibility of choice with your attuned items. And not making some completely useless, because we've all been in that situation where we have too many attunement magical items, and we have nothing to do with it. And it's kind of pointless to have it. Granted, that's mostly in a magic item heavy campaign. But I like the idea of giving more flexibility and more options to players, as you have all seen. I am also already planning to add other conditions. For instance, I have seen a TikTok called creating a homebrew condition called the fancy condition.
The fancy?
I will share it with you all later. But I thought it was a hilarious little condition. Unfortunately, would not apply here. There is no fancy in the Wildlands.
Would you be adding a bleed condition?
I actually have a bleed condition, yes.
Oh, it was damage over time?
Yes and no. Depending on how many stacks of bleed you attract. The first one is just, gives you advantage on survival checks to track the creature. And the creature cannot benefit from invisibility while it is openly bleeding. Very, think Predator. When the Predator bleeds, it leaves behind this trail. So you have a general idea of where it is.
Yeah.
It helps negate some of the invisibility spell. But in a wildlands where everybody uses scent more than sight anyway, invisibility is not as useful as you think. And yes, that is me telling my players now that invisibility has other factors, and sight is not going to be the number one thing they're found out by in this world. So, do keep that in mind. Although I think Callie already kind of guessed that, considering me and her crafting scent magic. So I think she already had
we got
kind
a
of head
fun
start on that one.
system.
Okay, I'm gonna do what bards do. I'm gonna fucking skill monkey this bitch.
Skill monkeys are the
Are
best
you taking
monkeys.
the skill feat?
Skill expert. Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Oh, skill expert, or is it saying skilled where you get 3 extra skill proficiencies?
No, I want all the expertises, my friend.
So,
Expertise it is.
yeah.
out of pure curiosity, will I be able to gain proficiency working with our friend here,
Yes.
with Tara, for that? Okay. Because that makes my next decision a lot easier. Because I'm using a bow. I have piercing. I can agree with a piercer feat.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, and I do believe whips are piercing or slash. I believe
Whip is bludgeon.
Whip is slashing.
The particular whip I have is bludgeon.
Oh.
Correct.
Oh, fair.
It is.
But it doesn't change the fact that having piercer
Crusher.
will good be for my.
Takes
I mean, I
Crusher
could.
just for the whip.
I could, but
It's fun
if,
to having a finesse weapon that's crunchy.
if you look at if you read what it says that the whip does, I get my movement speed halved when I use the whip to grapple someone, but I can drag them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And
you
I
gotta
can
pull
fly.
people- I was like,
In
pull
the
people
air,
into the air.
In the air, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just
So,
just keep in mind that anything a player can do, an NPC can do.
Oh, I fully understand this, and I fully expect it.
Yeah, you mostly have to worry about the lift, drag, or carry if your strength's low.
Yeah.
That's the only main catch. Otherwise, yeah,
Yeah.
it's fun, especially on like medium to small.
Oh, I
targets.
mean, so my full thoughts on it is, in the case that we're near cliff edges, I can drag them off of that. I don't think
Yeah.
I'm going to be flying up and dragging things very often unless it's small like a kobold. But more than anything, it is going to be, hey, look, you're stuck here now. You're grappled where all my friends can get you.
I'm gonna choose this just because we fucked up recently, and we've been running into a lot of the similar things. So instead of the ability score increase, I'm going with the feat.
What feat?
What feat?
Speech of Ancient Beasts.
That's
Ha!
actually probably a good one for this setting.
That is fantastic, and I love you, Matt.
Yeah, I looked up
We
that
could have
feat. I
talked
think
with maybe
Where's
the
it
Kreller if
from?
it's a beast. Let me go back. One sec.
You know, I'm actually gonna put the +1 into my strength just to put that at an even 10, so I'm not rolling it. I'm not rolling in -1 anymore.
Yeah.
I
One sec, it's loading. It's being a pain.
I took ASI and 2 spells for my level up. That's all I
So, Speech of the Ancient Beast is a Humblewood.
Yeah, that's what I
feat.
figured.
Okay, perfect then. That makes sense.
Well,
Yeah,
so
Humblewood is-
just a reminder that anything you have access to is perfectly allowed. But again, much with anything, I reserve the right to edit, nerf, change, and affect anything and everything as I see fit.
You are the
Okay.
DM after all.
I do have one opinion that is required. Do I take expertise in stealth or persuasion?
Persuasion.
I was gonna say you don't do a lot of stuff.
I am
mean,
I am
I
the
can.
sneaky one here.
I mean, I can. I already have a +5 to it.
Yeah, exactly. Bards can do anything.
Matt,
Yeah.
I would like you. It added that feat to your character sheet, right?
It's going to, yeah.
I would like you, when you are done, there is an edit that you're going to make to that.
Okay.
Level 7. Level 7. I can't take Dimension Door because level 7 is when I'm getting into
Oh,
wild
wait.
magic. Damn
Hold
it!
up a second. Hold up.
Well, if you go
Yeah,
to level
'cause you're
9
good.
in Bard, you could take Geese. Geos.
Yeah.
Oh, a geese. Yeah.
No, level 7. I'm taking my first level in wild magic.
Why are you going to specifically level 6? What Bard are you
Because-
playing? Oh, because Bard gets the
because-
feat at level 6.
No, because they get expertise, and also because my class feature gets fully online at level 6.
Bards don't
Oh.
get expertise at level 6.
Don't they?
They get it at level 3 and 10.
Are they
Okay,
3 and 10? Okay, that's
Just message me what I gotta edit in there.
It's because of the subclass feature.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, whatever your subclass feature would be.
I get more damage with my spells.
Oh, cool. What spells did you end up taking there, or what?
Good question. Still haven't got it to him.
I believe we're all leveled up on my end because I just took an ASI and took care of the cat's new HP.
Yeah, barbarian.
Yeah. Oh, well, I could have taken a feat. It wouldn't have been the worst, but
So I get another cantrip and another spell.
Matt, I
Just
said
add it in there or
Yeah,
replace?
add it in there.
Okay.
Because this is a Wildlands specific edition.
There you
Okay,
go. I added as a separate little paragraph.
So, I'm thinking here real quick. Because the whip is a one-handed weapon, I could use it and the rapier together. Would dual wielder benefit me?
Give me one second.
If you're wielding both, yes.
Yeah, if you're wielding both, because
Well, I mean, so I'm
don't
saying.
have
Give me
light.
one second.
both don't have lights, so yeah, I believe it would.
Yes, it would.
Oh, so that's another thought. Oh, hey, Tumbler's armor. Cool.
Thank you.
Okay, I think I'm still gonna stick with Piercer. I'm just thinking down the road I might end up taking dual wielder now.
And it's the same as a normal half plate, right?
Yeah, it's the same as a breastplate.
Okay, I'm just gonna edit my current breastplate then.
Yep, that's fine.
I took one of my favorite new spells from Tasha's.
Which
Caustic
is
brew.
Tasha's Mind Whip.
Oh, I like that one.
yeah, that one's fun.
Because it just reduces you to using one of your 3 actions on the round. as
Okay,
one of my
nice.
2 level up spells.
And actually, I'm going to take my expertise in stealth, and I'm going to take invisibility as my spell.
Very
Okay.
good. Well, you have been warned.
That you have.
Warned of what?
We were just
Warned
warned that invisibility might not always be our best option here in the wildlands.
because lots of creatures use scent to track people, and invisibility does not hide your scent.
I mean, there are cantrips that can make different kinds of sense.
This is true.
So,
However, making your scent more distinct is actually more detrimental. But I'm no White Hills creative enough to come up with an idea.
The thing.
Rhymes
the thing
binding ice. Yeah, that's my other spell.
The thing is, I made this bitch to be an infiltrator and just gibber gabber of I'll talk my way out of everything.
Fair.
Invisibility just seems,
I agree. Invisibility is fantastic in a lot of situations. I am only putting it out there now, so everybody has been warned that sometimes, depending on the creature, invisibility may or may not be as helpful as normal.
Why do you think most of my spells don't deal damage?
I only invisibility drops if you cast a spell.
I know, but like if I see someone that is guarding and I know they have a good sense of scent, I'm just gonna phantasmal force them instead of doing invisibility and just whip by.
I mean, there is that. So, but
Yep.
I just want to put it out there so everybody knows and nobody gets upset later, because I like to be fair as often as possible. I do try my best. But there is celebration at the Cubby, and you all are treated to a fantastic meal, and of course, you are all also treated to a round of applause.
Oh, I'm in the corner already. They're just playing music and being the soul of the party.
Indeed. Autera, you are being trained in your whip, in your cool whip.
God damn it. I'll go ahead and add the whip proficiency.
No. You don't get to go, God damn it. You don't get to do that to me ever, Mr. Pun till you die. Don't you even...
Are you going to punt me from the group if I don't?
No. But I'll make sure that you live longer than me.
Altara has left the chat.
You know, funny enough, that's not as much of a threat lately. My mind has been stable enough that that's not a threat.
Good. But, at any rate.
Oh yes, and I'm finally taking prestidigitation as my other cantrip.
I love the finally taking. But, good to know. So as Autera, you learn to wield your whip. Tyrdor, before you take your long rest, well, technically in the morning, you and Autera will be presented with your new items. Meredith, Azorlin, and May, what are you guys doing during this evening of festivities?
So,
Tyrdor too,
Festivity.
actually. Oh, yes,
earlier
May
I
is the festivities.
had stated that I was gonna help them because they were gonna skin the beast.
Yes! Go ahead and roll a survival check with advantage, as you are helping them and they are helping you.
Ooh, survival it be.
I can't believe
Meredith.
it's not opening and I'm sad.
Tyrdor is also helping.
So,
So between you, Tyrdor, and the townsfolk, you guys managed to procure a lot of this skin, and you realize that there is going to be plenty of sets of this tunneler's armor to be given out, and may well benefit a lot of people.
Sorry, I just have a quick question aside. Have the guards of the,
Guard.
high up nests, the guard of the nest, been wearing metal armor perchance?
No, he is wearing leathers.
No? No, most of the guard has been wearing leather, not metal?
Correct. Any bird folk you've seen wearing the nest tabard and acting as guards are wearing leathers.
Okay, good. So I won't have Cook and Book in my playlist then.
No, not against. Well, hard to fly, right?
Correct. They
Yeah.
they find it incredibly hard to move around in. However, the paladin that you met, the paladin of the Great Lion, or
Yeah,
the Great
yeah.
King,
The lion was cool. The birds are dicks.
yeah,
I don't care about
but
the lion.
he's technically a guard of the nest. He technically was wearing the nest tabard.
Yeah, yeah, but birds are oppressors. Fuck the birds.
Iron Mouse would love this game. Fuck the birds. Kill the birds.
I'll stay in the sky. Thank you very much. Fuck all of you. I prefer life.
But some guards who are not bird folk are wearing heavier armor, metal of that nature. There is only the one guard here, as there has only ever been one guard in these two camps. Even in the logging camp and even here at the quarry, there are only ever one guard, and it is usually someone who is wearing this medallion and apparently also has an earworm on their head. That is allowing them to receive instruction.
Alright, now I can cast invisibility more than once per day. Great. Because the loot apparently already lets me do.
Indeed it does.
Well, I have a free cast then.
But, Ozorlin, what are you doing during this time?
I've been thinking on that. I am kind of. We haven't seen a lot of magic be cast here, correct?
You have seen some magic. Terra and Remy conducted magic spells in order to shape the pit that you filled with spikes. During the last
Our rooster
encounter.
friend at the beginning, right?
Yep.
Yeah, the rooster. That's what I was like. We've seen a little magic, but
A lot of
Oh.
this magic has been very different than how you're used to. The rooster is clearly a muge or a magician or some kind of. There is a bard. There is a bard
Yeah.
subclass for muge that I'm going to be creating called the Mugist.
Oh, now you
Yeah.
tell me.
Yeah, look, I'm not. I have an idea of a thought. Okay, it is nowhere
Okay.
near done.
Yeah, I'm fucking with you.
If it was, I would have actually offered it to you. So the bard you were kind of familiar with his magic.
Apologies.
The other was that Remy and Terra seem to use rhythm to kind of create this effect. They both would slam their paws or their hands on the ground in order to create a rhythmic sound, almost like a drum, in order to do it. So it's very clearly music as you understand it, but it is ancient and old. It has none
Like-
of the refinement that you're used to.
she's because most of those two are like crafting this evening, so she's not gonna harass them about it. Or
Correct.
bug them about it because they're in the middle of something. Well, I might just enjoy the festivities. Listen to May play music.
Roll me a perception check, please. You notice a closet. And it's waving at you.
Sorry. Oh, a closet. Okay.
Yeah, those little demon shits, yeah.
Yeah. It took me a second to load the monster because I was like, I heard closet and thought quaddle briefly.
Yeah, you see a massive fucking fuck-off winged bird. Snake.
Yeah. She'll go to investigate.
As you arrive, the closet hands you a little bit of glass. and
Chug it. No questions.
it just hands you the bit of glass, and like does like the motion of looking into it, and then it disappears.
She'll look through it.
As you look through it, you realize that you see someone on the other end.
The fuck are you doing, man?
Who do I see?
You see a. Let me pull up my list here.
His list, and he's checking it twice.
If
Indeed I
anyone saw
do.
Injamon, I'd be delighted to just do his reaction.
You see another Yuan-Ti.
Alright.
This one is more a traditional Yuan-Ti pureblood.
Yeah.
And you recognize her.
Alright. From home?
Yeah. And she
All right.
hisses at you in Undercommon. Are you alone?
Yes. In Undercommon.
She kind of hisses back. She kind of hisses at you in Undercommon. The Underking wants you to find a spot where a portal can be set up for him alone, not just for the Sovereign. Also, we need to know if the 4 tribes are represented here. So far, these bird folk seem like overworlders in their doggedness. We need to know if there are underworlders or an underworld there. Our records don't show anything of this land other than what the Nest has been providing to the initial exploration teams.
Because we have the, like, beast folk, the beast tribe, right?
Correct.
Back at Homeland?
Yes.
At the ship, you have docked with the Beastmen tribe.
No, but I meant, like,
Oh
yeah,
yes, yes, yes.
our,
Like,
back
in-
home,
back
there's
in
the
Auria,
overworld, back in
There's the
Auria,
beast.
there's overworld,
There's the
underworld,
elementals.
beast, and the elementals.
Correct. Right.
Most of them seem to be from the beast folk tribe. Beast folk are overworld as far as we've encountered so far.
It seems that the legends are true. There was a home for everyone. We have recently understood that there is another continent that has been recently discovered. Or, well, series of islands that used to be a continent. The Beastmen have told legends of their ancient home, but we always thought that they were madness. This is interesting. We demand that you look into this further and document as much as you can.
Will do. We have not reached the mainland yet. We are still on the island they allowed us to land on.
Ah, yes, Slave's Isle, as they call it. And she doesn't seem to revile the idea of slaves, as the underworld has a form of slavery.
Yeah.
Granted, it's for
Indentured
criminals.
servitude, legal slavery.
Yep. But granted, it's
Yeah,
also
if it's
for
legal.
criminals and traitors, so
Yeah.
it's no innocent people, theoretically.
Yeah. Theoretically.
I love the fact that probably Injamon has a hand in that shit because he's like, eh.
Technically, the trolls joined the Beastman tribe.
I know they do, but Injamon is still an evil, opportunistic bastard.
This is true.
This is very true.
But you do hear. I now have official reports to deliver to you.
Alright.
There has been another exploration team deployed. They have passed through something called the logging camp and are currently passing through a tunnel. It seems that they have encountered... Thank you very much, Animaniac, for joining the pack. Sorry. But... it seems that they have encountered losses. Some creature attacked them. They are vague as to the what it is.
That would be north of here. Northwest.
Yes.
We just came from there.
And they're in a tunnel?
Do we have any other description? Was the creature part of the tunnel? Was the creature the one made the tunnels? I'll ask.
It seems that this creature is part of what caused a cave-in.
We may have just killed one. Me and Margaret may have just actually killed one recently.
Very interesting. We shall
Would give a brief report of the creature they have encountered, the tunneling monstrosity.
Ah, children of the great tunneler. So, rumors are true. This land is interesting. We always suspected that the great tunneler was not a native to just our place. As you know, the great tunnels were carved in by the great worm. You know of this story.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name I gave him at this moment, but
yeah, I remember this story.
Yeah, basically massive tunneling worm.
Yeah.
Think Lord of the Rings and the tunnelers there.
Yeah.
The werewolves.
Well,
yeah.
Would do you think there might be even deeper tunnels that lead to our home?
No. We cannot tunnel so far under the sea. We have tried. It never works. Although,
Do you think the tunneler? Then how the tunnelers get that far?
the current operating theory, at least that the sovereign and the leaders' minds have created, is that there once was one land. There are now many. I imagine we all shared space, or at least connected space. Now, there
Alright.
are at least 3 continents, and massive ones at that we can see.
Ah, yes, the primordial land of Tangia.
The primordial land of everything got wrecked.
That is
But
our
what
best
you
theory.
said there were other reports.
Yes. The other report is that the Beastmen have... Well, not the Beastmen, sorry. The Overworlders have sent an expedition around the northern islands. They are about 3 months out from the shore and the islands, and they are trying to circumvent the nest and land in the north somewhere. They are doing this through the use of their gnomish submersibles, I think they call them.
Of course, the gnomes have
Wish them luck. I wish them luck. Hopefully they don't get sunk by what's ever in the
Bad gnomes.
oceans.
We have no idea, other than sea serpents seem to be aplenty around the wildlands.
Well, those gnomes aren't lasting long.
Though we have also been, well, I should say the elementals have had someone reach out to them. Someone powerful enough to actually do so, but we don't know who. And we don't know
Or
why.
what? I will send a report back. I'll send a report back on the next when I am next available.
This mirror shard can be used once a week. I will contact you then.
I'll put that in my inventory.
You now have a mirror of communication. For 10 minutes, it can allow a 2-way unhindered conversation between you and another party.
Mirror of what?
Mirror
Communication?
of communication.
Can only be used once a week. 10 minutes of two-way communication.
Unlimited 2-way communication.
Nice.
The only caveat is that the user must be holding the mirror and must be on the same plane of existence as you.
I mean, fair enough.
There is also another fun fact, is that if you take this mirror and try to communicate across planes, it will break.
Oh, fun.
There we go. Stretch and move around.
Once again, fair enough.
But with that, the mirror kind of fades over, and it's now just a little piece of glass.
Yeah, I'll slide that in my inventory.
As the festivities continue and commence, and you all enjoy yourselves, Meredith, I imagine you and the cat are drinking and enjoying yourselves.
Of course, and I imagine that we have gotten involved with the cooking end of the spectrum.
Of course. There are tunneler steaks, tunneler stew, tunneler chops, and tunneler bacon.
And that dish I
What
made.
about Tubular Kebab?
Indeed. Although the
Well-
other
well-
things of kebab are mostly mushrooms and burrowing insects.
Whilst
Protein.
the feast is happening, I am doing my rendition of "Eat the tunneler, eat the tunneler, eat the tunneler, eat the tunneler."
White can have a point of inspiration for that.
I already have one.
See, this is your fault.
Yes. But still, it is fucking worth it.
I will say though, I like that idea that you all came up with, and so we'll talk about implementing such a thing for next time.
Which one?
The pool
The
of
proficiency.
the pool of inspiration based on your proficiency bonus.
Ooh,
I do
okay.
kind of like that idea, so we'll. I'm going to kind of think it over, do a little bit of calculations, consult you all, and see how we feel about it after the session. So,
Okay.
beautiful viewers at home,
Maybe
keep in
sleep
mind
on
that there is something else to look forward to. And you guys get to see how I homebrew things. Because remember, DMs, the first and most important rule of being a good DM is communication. Communication must exist between you and your players, and it must be friendly, open, and without judgment. And
Hold up, you judge me all the time. What the fuck?
you're different.
That's because
You're
it's
not
you.
a person.
Everyone's like, that's because it's you. God.
It's okay, I judge all of you. But it's only
As you
because I love
should.
you.
Some more than others.
I mean, you know. But with that, you all get your long rest. You all get all of your abilities back, and you all have a fantastic time.
But by the way, just quick aside, working out of assumption, it grew to such a spontaneous fucking size that it didn't count as a beast, but as a monstrosity, probably.
No,
Yeah, sounds about right.
The power of friendship can't fix everything.
Yeah, it can. Don't lie to
I mean,
yourself.
this isn't Ryutama. If it was Ryutama, then I'd agree.
We literally have spells for that.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was just inner thought coming out.
fair enough. But with that, you all rest, relax, and have a good night's sleep. For those of you who slept. For those of you who don't, you have a quiet night of
I
contemplation.
play solitaire.
Just down in the pub's main room, just
Just in the pub, play solitaire. It's so fucking boring.
May roll a perception check.
Is that fair? Sure, I'll guide myself with this.
Can they use that inspiration they would have gotten on if they rolled?
Sure.
See if
Okay,
they can keep
sure,
their
so-
point of inspiration?
So I still have inspiration? Sure.
I'll allow it.
I was like, they
17.
just got it.
So with the 17, you notice Duke. Duke
The
is
fucking
moving.
weasel?
He is moving outside, and seems to have something very large strapped to his back.
Huh. And I just go with my loot. Boom, 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 and I disappear.
A Mission
You do
Impossible
have
music
invis-
is for invisibility. Yes. That is
And I'm gonna follow him.
fantastic. That is awesome. I approve. That is DM approved.
Dun, 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 dun.
But as
And
you,
I'm gonna follow him.
of course, and as you follow him, you see that it is some kind of creature, and it is moving, and it's hissing and kind of growling. The
Does
creature
it look like a tunneler?
It does not actually. This creature is bipedal. It has 2 legs. It has a carapace. It looks like it's armored. It also it has the weird beak, but not quite as big or as pronounced. It also has no eyes, from what you can see, as you're following after the Duke, who is taking this tunneler or this tunneler-like creature to
Did he
his
fuck a
secret
tunneler?
spot.
To the same spot that Otero went to?
Yes.
I'm
It-
following this bitch.
This man, fuck a tunneler.
Well, he's a
Well-
weasel, but maybe.
So he
It's a-
he presses on the cave, or on the secret door that's not so secret because apparently it's been marked by Altera.
Do I notice that?
You might. Do you speak Thieves' Cant?
No, I don't, but I do notice some strange scratches.
True.
I know chicken scratches when I see him.
Duke does not. Duke does not seem to notice as he.
Hey, when I
presses-
take rogue levels, we'll get there.
Duke does not seem to notice as he scurries in and roll a dexterity check. Actually, roll a stealth check to keep up with him. It's less to do with being seen and more to do with not being heard, so there is no advantage here.
I do. I'm invisible.
He's
Oh, but
not
still-
looking for you. He's listening for you. Invisibility does not hide sound. It even says as much in the spell.
Greater invisibility does, I think, right?
I think that's the case.
Otherwise, what's the point of greater invisibility?
You can attack while invisible.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
You can attack and cast spells while invisible.
Would he at least have? Would he at least have advantage?
No, there's no
Which is
advantage
okay.
for the stealth here, but the DC for Duke to notice is higher.
Attack rolls against the
So 19 will definitely.
19. That's why I take expertise in this shit.
Yep.
There is a benefit. It's just not advantage.
Yeah.
And he's only going against a passive perception, not an active. So
Yeah.
passives are by default unless you take certain feats or spec that way. But by default, your passive perception is lower than your active.
Yeah, the only difference between invisibility and greater invisibility is that with regular
can't
invisibility, it ends when you attack.
Or cast a spell.
Yes.
You can use items
Whereas-
though. That makes for a fun build.
Great.
Yeah, greater invisibility though, you can do the things.
However,
Lightning comes out of thin air, basically.
Okay, don't remind me that I can use items because I have a bag of ball bearings.
Yeah, no, I looked at doing this on a thief because then you could bonus action use items,
Yep.
do a
But
bunch of like funny stuff.
As you enter and manage to squeak in, you see Duke kind of press his paw against another section of wall, and it opens. Inside is a massive steel cage, and you see the bones of some creature already in it. And he just throws this creature in. And he just closes the cage, locks it with a key that he then puts around his neck. He goes, "Oh, I'm sure the higher-ups would love you. Don't know what you are, don't know what you do, but I'm sure I can get something." He then, frowns as he sniffs and then walks over to another section of wall, opens it, and inside you see a massive mole. It is
A massive mole.
Yes, mole. Marry the mole. It is one of those moles that has the star wiggly nose.
Starfish. Well, starfish nose.
Star-nosed.
Yeah, star-nosed.
Star nose moles. It's one of them. It is huge. This is a huge creature. And it just snarls at him. And he just frowns. "Shut up!" And throws it some food.
Is it
What's
also
in the cage?
This is
Is it
also in a
also-
cage, yes.
Okay.
And the cage is made of thick metal bars.
Uh-huh. Oh. May is chaotic. May is seeing suffering fucking creatures. I'm thinking of doing something stupid.
What are you doing?
Okay, he's back towards me. He's
Yes.
distracted by giving food to the thing.
Yes.
Did I see how he opened the doors?
He's pressing his paw against very specific points. If you roll a perception or investigation check, your choice.
It's the same. Oh, also, because because I do that every day. And let's just see what my tail is.
It's a 5.
5. It's the tail of the Avenger. America's ass.
America's ass.
Okay, I am. Well, yeah, let's see that perception and investigation. I'm actually gonna use my inspiration for this because I'm gonna attempt some. No, I'm not gonna use my inspiration for this yet.
Okay.
Let's 9.
I will allow you to use your inspiration to automatically succeed this check.
Fucking deal with the devil. Sure, fuck it.
So you see that the Duke, is placing his paw on a very specific kind of indent. It almost looks like 2 little toothpick marks. And as he places his hand over it, these walls seem to move.
Okay, would I be able to recreate that?
Oh yeah, you can put your hand there just fine.
Okay.
You notice that if he were to have a feathered hand, this would be impossible.
Huh. Okay. Gotcha.
However,
By the way,
the
what-
door
what-
to the
what-
cage is still closed. And unlike the other one, there does not seem to be a lock. It seems that this is a welded shut cage.
Okay. Also, what's their eyes? This is just a pen he keeps stuff in.
So this is a cave about 20 by 20. These other sections seem to be adding to the dimensions. But in the typical room, he has old carts of supplies, rations, there's a keg of water, there's a couple old sticks of dynamite. This seems to be where he stores anything and everything he gets his hands on.
Okay.
You also notice a hammock that's in the very back. That seems to be where he sleeps.
Okay. Got it. In case y'all didn't know, I'm robbing this guy blind.
And releasing the giant mole.
Oh, the mole can't do. The turtle tunneler probably. I don't have welding tools.
You're a bard. You should have heat metal by now.
I'm an
He didn't take
infiltrator.
it.
I'm an infiltrator, Eric.
I know.
don't
I'm
do
just.
shit.
We're doing shit right now.
I don't do shit that deals damage.
Well, not much shit that deals damage. But anyway, you were saying, what are you doing?
Okay, what is the weasel doing?
Feeding this thing.
Feeding this thing?
He is feeding this thing a lot of chunks of this worm, and you actually watch as this mole just is ripping into it, almost as if it's a favorite food.
Mm-hmm. So, this darling gentleman is distracted, yes?
Oh, indeed he is.
Oh, I'm going to try and surreptitiously... It was late night, right? So he might go to sleep in a bit.
He seems nocturnal, because he seems to be doing a lot of moving.
Oh, he seems nocturnal. Yes, he does. I am going to surreptitiously try and take the key.
Roll a sleight of hand check.
I'm counting on him being distracted.
Yeah, roll a sleight of hand check. It will be against his passive, but you do not get advantage because it is tied around his neck.
23, bitch! That's why we take it!
23, you get it.
Again, I was a street performer. If I don't have that shit, yeah. I am putting the key in my pocket. I'm waiting for this motherfucker to leave.
So as he seems done feeding this thing, he takes a stick and just stabs it into this creature. And this creature screeches and thrashes around in the cage.
The mole? The mole? Oh.
And
Uh-huh.
you watch as it tries its best. It looks like the bars actually bend outward as this thing attacks, but then just flex back into place. You watch this metal bar bend at an unnatural angle, but then almost like gelatin just surges back into place after a couple seconds. And he just kind of smirks. That's right. Soon enough. They're coming for you in a week's time. I'll sell you off, and then I'll make lots of money.
Does everyone not like this weasel? Because I don't.
He's not a likable character.
Yeah.
There's a reason he's the only non-bird folk in this whole settlement with no slave markings.
Somebody has played the game.
And is
Yeah,
winning.
and the game is gonna be played on him.
There you
So
go.
he walks over to his hammock, which is about 15 feet off the ground.
Mm-hmm.
It's towards the top, and he scampers up in a series of footholds. As the door to the mole's pen is shutting, I need May to roll another perception or investigation. Check your choice.
Perception or investigation check. Let's go with investigation right now. May is fucking bimbo. 3.
Okay.
So anyway.
But
Oh, by the way, and I guess it's just for the next minute. I was gonna do some funny. I was gonna tell of the Avenger of the Mole, in case the guy stabbed it again. It just gets stabbed back. But no. He goes to the hammock.
yes, he does. Also,
Was
I think there has been. I just don't remember who. I distinctly remember one.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry, I was answering a chat question.
Yeah. Has there ever been a fictional weasel character that was lovable? I don't recall.
I'm thinking of the weasel or the ferret from, or maybe it's an otter from, the Olympic movie. The kids one, or whatever, the ABC, Animal Olympics or whatever. Yeah, she's a gymnast. She was likable.
I was actually thinking the one from Dr. Dolittle too, Mr. Weasel.
Okay, I do have a question. The turtle tunneler thing seems aggressive, right?
It does,
Seems aggressive. Seems
and
hungry.
it has also freed itself of its bindings.
It has also freed itself of its bindings.
Actually, wait, you
What-
wouldn't know
what-
that because the door closed again. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. But I do have the key.
Well, the rock wall slid back.
Oh, the rock wall slid back. Yes. I am just inquiring as to what would happen if I left a very angry thing with a weasel alone in a room. Okay, but first of all, he went to the hammock. What is he doing in the hammock?
He climbed in and is looking like he's going to go to sleep.
Okay, I will wait like 20 minutes, see if he falls asleep.
You wait 20 minutes, and sure enough, he's asleep.
Right, first of all, I'm nicking some dynamite.
Easy enough.
What else is there?
You don't find any coin, any raw coin. It seems that he has either hidden that too well, or just not keeping it here. You find broken weapons. You find a couple of intact weapons. You find a scroll.
Yeah, take that.
You also find a metal leaf.
A metal leaf. Yes, I'm also yoinking that.
As you grab it, it kind of flexes, and it's kind of jiggly.
But is it like attached to something?
No, it's just it kind of like it looks like a
It
leaf of
flicks, it
Lothlorien.
reacts to the touch, basically.
No, as you're touching it, so it has the sensation of metal, but as you're moving it, it actually like jiggles like gelatin.
Okay. I'm just wrapping that in a cloth and putting it in my bag.
Okay.
Metal leaf, right?
Mhm.
How many sticks of dynamite?
You can get an even dozen. And that's
Okay.
not even all that he has. But the others look damaged. And
All right, yeah,
probably are
I'll
unstable.
I'll take the good ones.
Because you do recall he was selling unstable sticks of dynamite when you saw him last.
Yep. So, the door, the stone door makes noise when it opens.
The one leading outside does not. The two inside do.
Okay. So is he like deep sleep or some shit, or you know?
Roll an insight check.
Come on, be decent. 17.
You're pretty sure he's in a deep sleep.
All right, I'm gonna just go and like click it, give it an open, and go to the other side of the door.
So as you, for which one? The mole or the creature?
The one that I have the key to.
Okay. So as you open that, you notice that this creature has broken free of its bindings and it is looking around. As the door opens, a frill opens up at the top of its head, and it like looks
I
around.
am taking. I immediately took cover.
Yep. But you can see this from where you're at. But
Yeah.
the frill happens, and it's looking around. It doesn't seem to do anything for a long moment, and then the frill just goes back down.
Okay, so sorry, because I'm gonna take a week worth for my friends as well.
Okay.
And I'm going to go to the door, open it, and then I'm going to very quickly power walk out.
Okay. The cage
I am
door.
leaving this. Opening the cage door, leaving the key in the lock, and quote unquote bolting. I am power walking out.
I need everyone to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, lovely.
This includes everyone who is not in this particular site. Whitehill, I need you to roll it at disadvantage, please.
I'm good.
Hold on, I'm getting it.
Well.
Come on. Character sheet. And I gotta roll for the cat. Alright, we're gonna start with him. And he said wisdom.
Yep.
Yes.
And me. Oh, we're the same. Could have just rolled twice. Alright.
So,
So the cat passes, I do not. Probably.
So, Meredith, you wake up clutching your head as you're trying so very hard to stop this horrendous sound. The rest of you wake up and hear this screech. This inhuman just shriek.
I did not check for traps yet. I didn't. Fuck.
And you, May, you get to the door, and as the door opens, the creature busts out of its cell, turns with its frill up, happens to look at Duke first, and then lets out this shriek. The shriek drops you. You are stunned for 1 round.
Okay, I am fine with this.
As, Duke is also stunned for 1 round, and he drops to the ground.
Go eat, baby.
And indeed it does, as this creature runs over and just begins to rip into Duke as he is screaming.
So after 6 seconds, that's how much the stun
Correct.
lasts, right? Okay, I am going out. I was not here. I have not committed any crime that I was known of. The creature committed the murder, not me.
The last thing you
so-
get as the door starts to close is the creature has eaten Duke in a matter of seconds.
Oh, yeah, I'm out.
12 seconds is all it took to eat the creature. As you turn and look, the door is closing, and you watch as this creature is shaking and making this and seems to spit out something round and spherical on the ground.
Like an egg?
You have no idea as the door closed.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, I am going to, how much time has passed?
So since you started following Duke, probably 35 minutes. Since that shriek,
got-
a minute.
Okay, no, got 25 minutes left. I'm back at the tavern.
Alright, so
And
as
I'm going into the room which Auria is at.
Alright, so everyone is awake. You've all heard this shriek. The town has heard this shriek. Everybody seems to be getting up and looking around, and you see old Sheriff George has run out with a crossbow in technically it's a crossbow you've never really seen before, as it has 3 bolts in it, but he's waving it around looking. There's a vulture birdfolk that you have not seen before, who also comes out with this same kind of thing and lets off a round just randomly. Ting,
No,
ting, ting.
I believe we've seen the guys. The
Oh yes,
vultures.
you have actually. You've seen
Yeah.
the 2 vultures.
Yeah,
other
the
one
first time we assaulted Duke.
Yeah, the first one comes out with a halberd, or actually, technically, it's a poleaxe. But he's pointing and looking around. Auria.
Yep.
May has
The door opens. The
Yeah.
door opens and closes at your room.
Mhm.
Wait a minute. What is Auria doing, by the way, as the door opens and closes?
Tara will have been sitting up on the bed with a whip and practicing whipping onto a corner, and basically grappling the rapier, bringing it back, catching it, tossing, repeat. And with the door opening, pauses mid-whip.
The door closes.
There's only
not-
one
not-
person that I think
No.
would be crazy enough to come into my room unannounced. May, you've been here all night if they ask. What?
Doesn't even
Literally.
question the invisible aspect. I love it.
Literally is the reaction from May, like the.
Why does May
I
feel
think-
like they'd have the Jesse laugh from Gen 1 Pokemon?
Oh God.
because he would.
No!
Prepare for trouble.
Kind of.
Make it double.
I mean, if you start doing that with yourself, I mean, that's technically canon, right?
Oh, I love it.
Get ready for a dance. I'm wearing tights instead of pants. So
love Team
May
Rocket so
drops it. May drops invisibility. So how are you tonight, darling?
Wonderful. What did you do? And keep your voice down, of course.
Oh, of course. So the light in his eyes dims. Basically, the brighter the eyes are, is the louder he.
All right.
So our dear friend Duke might be going out of business. Is out of business. He's dead.
I'm going to guess
I
with
love
the
the
shriek.
progression.
I'm sure he made a wonderful meal at least.
Oh yes, the creature was marvelous. And I haven't committed any crimes due to murder. The creature did. He might have left the door open. Wink.
How much goods were in there? Because that might be worth looking into.
Drops the shit.
Except the dynamite.
Except the dynamite, which gently puts on the ground.
I immediately
Explode via
take-
contact.
I
I
immediately
have-
take
I-
3
sorry,
sticks
I
of
have-
dynamite.
I have kept the scroll and the leaf.
Okay.
And they are well hidden within my person.
Fair enough.
I'm very quick to take 3 sticks of dynamite and set them in
And
my
when I
bag.
said within, I meant it. I shoved the leaf into one of my cracks.
Good to know.
Prison pocket.
For fuck's sake. But at any rate, so the next hour or so happens. Does anyone do anything to investigate or help the townsfolk investigate?
So yeah, Meredith is definitely going to. 'Cause she woke up, basically going, "What the hell?"
Do I hear
Solitaire.
scream? Okay. Here are my 3 questions before I give you my answer. Did I hear any screams?
You did hear that
Yes.
shriek that woke you up.
Okay, I mean afterwards.
No.
Do I smell smoke?
No.
Is the ground
back to back.
shaking?
No.
I'm going back to sleep.
Very
enough.
valid opinions, and I think
Is-
I'm there with it.
Just
like
like
the exact
wait,
same
I
thought
wait
process.
like 3 minutes max. Like, all right, nothing's on fire, the ground's not shaking, we're not dying. I'm going back to sleep. Somebody fucked up, not my problem.
Azora will be like, is there an immediate threat? No, not my problem. Fuck y'all.
Somebody fucked up. That's their problem, not mine. I need some Z's.
Teardor, are you with that same
I'm doing.
sentiment?
I'm same sentiment.
Yeah,
I could
just-
not give a shit.
Just alright, I'm not under attack. I'm still in my room.
I don't hear like emergency bells. It's
Alright,
okay.
good night. Yeah.
That's funny.
No, I'm sure the town guard has. I'm sure the sheriff has it under control. She doesn't have that much faith in. I'm sure if the sheriff can handle it, I don't need to wake up.
Fucking make those birds earn their money. Jesus.
So the sheriff. So Meredith, you wake up and go outside.
Yeah, Meredith will of course make
So
her way
the
around because
townsfolk
yeah.
are looking around. Everybody seems to be confused and like, just like weirded out. Like, what the fuck?
So she's got the old cat, and the sheriff is out there with the bird friends,
Mhm.
and the old cat wants to know what the hell you just did. I want to sleep.
The
Hey,
sheriff.
the fuck?
The sheriff kind of looks at you, and you can tell he's been drinking and enjoying the
Yeah.
festivities. He's just like, "We ain't done nothing."
I can tell her, else that wouldn't have happened. Says furiously. Her also a little hungover from a little too much drinking right now.
He just looks around. You two, and he looks to the 2 vultures. Go find out what that was. And they just kind of
Go back.
and then just go do. The sheriff kind of looks to everyone. Now, everyone, line up for roll call. And you see, this is a process that they're used to, as they all stand in a line in front of the sheriff's office, and he just seems to pull a scroll and like go down the line, and then he frowns. Where the hell's that weasel?
Yeah. Yep.
Everybody looks around confused. And then everybody kind of just shrugs and...
Oh.
Meredith, you're close enough to the sheriff that you actually hear, "If I get hold of that skinny neck son of a..."
Yeah, don't let him weasel his way out of this one.
God damn it.
Folding her arms.
He just kind
Her
of
little
frowns. There's something funny going on around here.
Yes, there is. Well, I will help search, and
Well-
we will find your weasel friend.
Well, so something funny. I wouldn't call exactly the circle of life funny, but okay.
I mean, sometimes it is.
And my avatar has stopped working. I'm now just like, I'm like Woody. Oh, there I go.
The humans came in. Don't worry.
Yep. Andy's coming!
Yeah.
Ugh.
So, Meredith will take place in this help. Is there any way to tell where this yell came from, Ruff?
Unfortunately
roughly?
not, because it was artificially enhanced by where it was, as well as the fact that this is a big fucking quarry,
Yeah.
and sound bounces a lot.
I just I just committed the perfect crime.
E.
Um,
But she is gonna look for something out of place. You know, in her search. Mostly she's worried she's gonna be like looking along the ground mostly because she's worried that maybe another worm.
roll an investigation with advantage
And-
because you have some of the townsfolk helping.
Investigation. Well, good thing I had. It's the
So
nat
with
20
that-
even
so
with the minus
that
1.
nat 20 or modified 19 crit, you do eventually get to a rock face, and there's a strange symbol like just on the wall that looks like it was kind of chicken scratched in. It's really weird looking.
She's kind of curious, going up, yeah. And of course she's gonna listen, as she's doing all this. With the old cat helping her.
Roll a perception check with advantage.
Perception. That's only a 13.
Don't give me away, Meredith. Don't give me
You
away.
hear the
He
sound.
has no idea.
You hear the sound of shrieking, snarling, and you also feel the rock trembling.
Oh no. It's another worm. I better go tell everybody. Because she doesn't know any better. Yeah.
So Meredith has arrived and is waking everybody up.
Yep. I think she ends rather than pursuing alone.
So Meredith eventually comes to Sarah and.
Yeah. Well,
May I
eventually
add?
she's gonna be unfortunately informing anybody along the way because, well,
Yeah. Oh, I mean, fuck it.
if it's
I mean-
actual danger.
The townsfolk
I mean,
are all
no, but-
scrambling on top of buildings that are made of stone
yeah.
and rock and
Yeah.
Yep. Because she'll
Yeah,
do the
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Yep, going
The
probably
fact is that-
probably will make it back to the tavern at some point, being
Fact
like,
is
you all
I
get
just
up,
love-
another worm.
Meredith, calm down. It's nothing. Calm down.
It is not nothing. Did you just not hear that?
Oh, I did.
Oh,
Meredith.
no, we're under attack. We have to help. I wonder if maybe this time we can befriend it.
Oh, you know what? It's sincerely, I just do this because I don't care about most of these people. Fuck the birds. No offense.
Those aren't the birds. What about the normal one?
And of course, I put my head back on, shuffle back my cards. All the reserve dynamite has been put under the bed.
yep.
For Azorlin and Tyrador. Meredith is of course going to wake them up as well.
Like, there's a knock at the door. Like, she just, like, had laid back down, just... What
There's
is,
another worm. There's another worm, darlings. We might need to take care of it. Go on.
She'll get her stuff.
Okay.
How did you
Both-
figure that?
Hold her and there... Just, like...
I have
Why?
Been awake, I have been awake all night, and I heard it. I just didn't give a fuck until now.
Can you not? It's a. It.
What makes
To,
it... What?
to be
There-
honest, May is bipolar AF.
So, you guys
Would ask, how do you know it's a worm?
Because they're rumbling, and we just killed the worm. They must have had a father. We just killed the mother.
What if the mother's bigger?
What if the mother's bigger? I do not know. I am
We will try
terrified
friendship again.
nonetheless.
So,
It tried to eat me last time, and now it's going to. Now it wants revenge for all of it.
I would like all of you to roll me a d100, please.
I get it.
1 second.
Oh, if I
One
did
Mississippi.
release the bigger threat, I'm gonna be so fucking happy. 80.
No.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4.
I need to roll still, give me 1 second.
Okay.
I was trying to blow my nose, but I didn't want anyone to hear it, so I was muted.
Fair enough. You're at 3 Mississippi on the low end.
Yeah, on the fucking low end here.
98. Ooh.
So, as Meredith, as you lead everyone back, you watch as a set of claws rip through the stone and rip out of the stone wall. The sheriff lets fire with 3 bolts from his little arbalist,
Repeater.
and they don't even penetrate the skin as they clang off with a very metallic sound.
Is it my baby?
It then just and you watch as
Is it the mole?
you watch as the whole of this wall just falls apart and this huge mole appears covered in blood and orange goop and is snarling and hissing.
So I now know how that circle of life battle went down.
The circle of life.
Altera, roll me a nature check with advantage.
Nature with advantage.
Teardor, you can hear this creature's voice in your head.
Oh no.
And it
What's
just bellows, "Children of Worm are mine. Time to eat." And it starts to dig into the ground beneath it, just ripping through rock as if it's nothing but sand and dirt. Just
I'm shocked at the size of it.
Everyone should just go back to bed. Good
Altera,
night, and I just head back to go to sleep.
You know this is a child of the wild gods. This is a child of the wild god Mole.
Yep.
What he's doing on Slave Isle, you have no idea. As a child of Mole has never been on any of the islands of the nest that you know. But this creature just makes this massive crater in the center of the quarry and is just digging through.
And I began the proletariat rising.
As you look into the tunnel, there are about 100 or so of these bipedal forms that are ripped to shreds, partially eaten. You also notice that any rations or water or basically anything that could be consumed
it's gone.
Eaten.
Yeah.
You quickly surmise that whatever the hell else was in here, this creature ate. Do you poke your head in any further or do any further investigating?
I'm gonna look around and make sure I'm not about to be attacked by anyone who might think I'm suspicious before I go in.
Everybody's kind of staring. You notice that everyone who is not a bird folk is bowing at the edge of this crater and is muttering prayers in beast speech. And yes, Animaniac, it is a holy moly.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go in and check it out.
I've begun the proletariat
As
rising.
you, Zorlin, are you also going in?
I have beast speech, so I know what they're saying.
Oh, they are offering prayers to Mole, the great digger. May he bless our tunnels to be ever strong. May his works always dig and find riches. May his wrath be terrible upon those who would stain the earth. And they're repeating these.
Oh dear, that's
because I was a ambassador because I have all the I think I have like most of the languages.
Indeed. The dialect of bee speech is old. Like it is.
Yeah.
You're getting the gist of it.
But it's like very like old English to new English sort of.
Very much. It's also like guttural and more like primal, and it's barely speech. It barely qualifies. It's communication at the very least. But
so, while this is going on,
May
is just going, "Oh dear, that's a rather large." Oh, there it goes.
That's rather. There it goes.
I have an important question, actually.
Yes.
So the Guardian is technically considered a beast.
Indeed.
Does it understand other beasts?
It does, actually.
So I'm able to communicate with the
Surmise.
cat, so
Yeah. Surmise what the mole said.
Yes.
got it.
And you did hear, "Children of worm are my prey. It is time to eat."
And then it
And then it
decides
burrowed
to
underground.
And
and
then
disappeared.
went away. Yeah.
I did state, you know what? Everything's A-okay. We should go back to bed. And I went back to bed.
Yep.
Like,
So,
Oh,
Theodore says this and just
Leave.
looks, sees
I
the
just
prayers,
leave.
shrugs, follows the Minotaur. Like,
that's
yeah,
funny.
that checks.
that tracks. Bye! Auterra.
He's confident in the way he's going to bed. I'll be confident too.
Auterra,
Oh, shit.
You poke your head in and you notice that the cages have been mostly eaten. This metal of the larger cage is a metal that you know. It is called flexi steel. Flexi steel.
No.
Flexi
What is this,
steel
plasteel?
is metal that has the ability to flex up to twice its normal length, but will not break under normal conditions. Also, cannot be melted.
So this wouldn't be able to be reforged in any way.
No. However,
Phil Swift
you
here
have
with Flex
seen
Steel.
that these beaked creatures have eaten through it. And that is how the mole got out. Is they ate through the door, presumably trying to get to the mole, and the mole just is bigger, nastier, and magic as
Just
fuck. and
Uno
slaughtered
reverse
them.
that shit.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well,
As you do know that you would know that this is a child of mole, and you do know that the children of the wild gods are inherently magical as fuck. You can equate them in magical ability innately with a adult dragon.
So, how heavy
Oh.
is this flex steel?
It weighs a third the normal weight of a steel bar.
I'm taking them.
Unfortunately, there is not the. You can't pull it out of the hole that was left.
Could I,
do I have the question? What the fuck are the bird guard doing?
They are staring in utter abject horror.
Well, gentlemen, have a good evening. This seems like a lot of paperwork for you to do. Ta-ta!
Bye. Meredith talking with the old cat for a moment. You know, there's a growling, and then she kind of leans in. Oh, so you know this creature? Cat merely kind of. Oh, inferior animal. Understood. What does that? Also as old as you? No, not as old as you? I see.
Meredith, cat, please come along.
Oh, yes.
Don't know some of the locals.
And
That
yeah,
cat's gonna get
she's
his
coming.
ass beat eventually if they ever
Well-
fucking meet.
So that's the hilarious part. No, the old cat is not as strong as this creature. It will be someday, but the old cat is immortal, and it can always try again.
Nine
that's-
lives.
Yeah, that's the benefit of the old cat, is that it's been
We're-
around forever because it just doesn't die.
We're playing Dungeons and Dragons. The old cat is playing Dark Souls.
Pretty much. Pretty
But
much.
with that, the commotion seems to calm down, although you do watch as Terra and Remy, again, do this strange ritual and seem to create stone over the tunnel that was created. They seem to liquefy stone chunks that are nearby in order to forge basically a
Lid.
lid over this. But you do realize that if the mole wants to come back here, it will, and nothing will stop it.
I'm guessing
Well,
there's
that's the
nothing
thing
else of interest in the cave, right?
Not anything that's intact,
Oh.
except the
for,
broken dynamite, which just seems to have spilled and not gone off.
Can I gather the gunpowder?
Unfortunately, it is ruined by blood, viscera, and other such.
Yeah,
Well, there.
it is wet.
Because
Um,
goop.
For Terra and them, I suppose if you were to appease this creature, it would protect you like the cat does me, no?
You actually watch as Remy kind of stands up and he. There are few who can speak for and to the great beasts, the children of the wild ones. They are few and far between now. It is why the nest has been so dangerous. The nest kills any who could control a child. Those that can are in secret.
And the fucking weasel was trying to sell it to the birds. I fucking did well.
Yeah.
The bird folk have children of hawk, of eagle, and even of owl. Their feather speakers, as we called them, I think they are called bird tamers, as they call them, are the ones of their clans and tribes who can speak to the children of the sky. The last speaker to the children of Mole, I do not even remember a time when I saw one. I have lived so long, I thought I would never see a child of Mole again. And you see he, like, sits down as if the weight of his years have caught up to him. Autera, you know that the Mole people don't live very long, all things considered. They maybe live a maximum of 90 years. Remy is probably getting to that point. He's probably in his 80s, late 80s. Like, he probably has 1-2 years left, if you're being generous. And he just sits down, and you can see that he is weeping. Just openly, just tears are falling from him. And Terra is also weeping, but she has not left the crater. She is still looking at the work that they have done, and is still bowing and praying over it, as if it is the most holy sight that she has seen. But Remy looks up to you, Meredith. I remember when this child of Eagle took me from my home. It was so many decades now. I thought that that was the last I would see of children of the wild ones. So many are gone now. Elephant has fallen. Worm is no more. There are many children who have no parents in this world. But to see children of Mole still alive, even here, brings hope.
I think, looking at the old cat, that I don't think the children are ever really gone. And the old cat merely, you see kind of an eye roll, but then there's this slight meow. And as the old cat sympathetically kind of curls up near the old woman, laying his massive head down on her.
Old man.
Or old man, I'm sorry. Old man. And lays his head down. The old cat says that if he is here, then they all must be here.
He kind of smiles and pets the old cat's head. I thought this was a child at first, but I do not know of this feline god. I know of Lion, the great king. I know of Purina, the mistress of mountains. The cougar, one would call her. I even know of Tiger, though he has long since left these lands.
Cato, the patron of house cats.
And the old cat
Meowthra.
giving a meow and looking at Meredith for to translate, and she says, not all gods are what they seem. You thought Mole was gone, and yet here they are.
He shakes his head. The ancient tales tell of Tiger's departure. He and Lion could not coexist in such a small area, so Tiger took his mate and him and left to a land where he could roam and be unchallenged.
Still, there is a chance, yes?
Yes, I imagine Tiger still lives. The only ones we know have died are Dragon, Worm, and Elephant. Elephant was slain by Tiger, Lion, and even Hyena. Though I think Hyena departed these lands too, but I could not be sure. Their tribe is savage, even among the wildlands.
The old cat gives a kind of, gentle nudge, like, okay, pet me now.
He is. He's
Yeah.
never stopped.
He wants the scritchies. Well, the old cat says that, and Meredith is coming over and kind of leaning by and scratching him too. The old cat says that, if the gods could die, then they're not gods. They will be back. Maybe not in our time, or the next time. But they will be back. All things fade and all things change.
You see Remy kind of nods his head. Yes, so is the story. But the wild ones are strange. I don't know how else to put that.
Well, there is a few lasting constants in the world. There is hope and courage. And I think you have plenty of both.
It's at this point that Sheriff George is kind of, all right, everyone, nothing to see here. Move along, back to bed. Y'all have actual work to do in the morning. Deliveries have to go out, and we have to find the ones that were left along the trail. Get to it. You see Remy.
Oh,
You see Remy try to stand, but he cannot do it. He tries and can't even summon strength to lift himself.
Aw. Well, I'll naturally help along.
You watch as he, nods and taps his tail on the ground, and a walking stick made of stone materializes under his tail, which he uses to kind of give himself a walking stick. And he, thank you, dear. You are blessed. I know not by which wild one, but one of them must favor you.
Oh
And-
no, they all wish me gone. She laughs, petting the old
With
cat.
You all return to bed, and the night is uneventful. As you wake up in the morning, Tara is the one to wake you. And the mood is very somber as in the night she kind of... I am Slave Speaker now. Slave Speaker Remy has passed.
Yep. Oh no.
Oh no.
Well, now he can see the other children of the wild ones.
And that is where we will leave this week's session.
All right.
I am
Thank
proud
you
of
for DMing.
myself. But Teardor and Autera, your items are left to you with your names and bundled up and given.
Okay.
And yeah, you
I
all
have
leveled
also-
up.
I have also dispersed rations through everyone's bags while they were sleeping.
Fair enough. But I would like to thank all of you for watching, and I would also like to thank all of you for interacting in chat. This has been a fantastic stream, and I am so glad to see so many people and some new followers and new faces. Welcome to the pack. I hope you have enjoyed. But this concludes today's surgery. And so I would like to thank my fellow doctors, as I could not do this alone. Immediately to my, I believe it is camera right, actually camera left, is Mr. Whitehill playing May, our Aether-born, you are a...
Spirit bard.
Spirit bard, correct.
Oh, the spirits talk about chaos and I obliged. Fuck that weasel.
We also have Mr. Masson playing Autera, our Owlin scout rogue.
I fed a giant worm a spicy candle. My life is complete.
Yeah,
And also the fact that I killed it, but no one knows.
no one knows indeed.
What do you mean?
There's a part of Altera here who thinks like maybe it was the dynamite causing internal bleeding. Maybe the arrow hit a special point. Why was May winking?
I mean, it got lanced 3 times. It's not like I didn't do anything. It's like, yeah, who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
We have Mr. Eric playing Azoralin, our urban Naga musician wizard.
That's a mouthful. Say that 5 times.
Yeah,
fast.
fucking right.
Urban
Uh.
Naga music.
God, that's a gotta be right.
All my spells missed, and I slept. Good session. Yeah, we're not talking about anything else that happened. Nothing else happened.
No. You hit a scorching ray. Don't
You
demean
did. You
yourself.
hit 1 scorching ray out of 3.
And I missed like all my other spells.
Hey, you still made 1. That's all that matters.
We also have Mr. Matt playing Tyrdor, our Minotaur Hunter Ranger.
No, I was the one that missed every single shot, and then I slept like a log, heard a scream, woke up, went outside, heard an ancient godchild talking, decided it was of no importance, and went back to bed.
That's a mood. That's 100% a mood.
Entire day ruined.
Shut up. Then,
Go
of
get
course, we
rammed.
have the ever-lovely Callie Cat playing Meredith the Coward, and the old cat, our primal barbarian Fallen Fae, I think I will call her.
Well,
Yes, Rangers represent.
I miss the old man. But at least he had a little comfort in his final days. Don't you
Yeah,
think,
at least-
old cat?
All of us are just like thinking, meow.
But I have been your King of the Wilds, and this has been another fantastic surgery. Well done. I want to thank you all for watching, and we will see you next time here in the Wilds. Till then.